socials.
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Carl
This is all just for the radio.
and Blind Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today.
WATS.
Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? It's the only show made about influencers, for losers. I'm your host, Carl Hamburger. With me, as usual, is Mike Geary, a.k.a. Blind Mike. What's up, Mike?
I think I'm going to keep going away every few weeks just so you guys appreciate me. But it's going to be back.
It does help. It does
Yeah.
help. I think I screwed up my line. It's the only show made about influencers, by influencers, for losers.
What's nice is I just assumed I didn't understand it. So
I was
think
calling ourselves influencers.
Okay.
Mike. Which
It's
is
not
why
like
I
a
couldn't
shot at
even
the
say
audience.
it. I couldn't even say it because it's so stupid.
Right.
My brain wouldn't allow me to read that correctly. But you know what? I will read correctly, that there are rumors going around that Shuli once played a video game with a 14-year-old boy, and that I won't read your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I will read every super chat. I'll even interrupt my blind co-host in a rude manner to do so. We have a personalized jingle for Rex Sexton on the board now. Ooh. If you have a personalized jingle and you want to super chat us $5 or more, you'll get that played. And of course, we also have the super tip system, supertip.gg/WATP. There's a link pinned to the top of the comments. It's also right at the top right-hand corner. You can see the URL there. You can go there and support the show. That way, we appreciate it. Mike, how do we usually start this show?
I believe there would be a little jocularity, lightheartedness, merriment.
No, it's banter.
Carl and Blind Mike gonna talk about what they like. They're gonna chew the shit, as it's been said. And you know when you get to this part of the show, well, it's time for the banter. 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 All right.
All right. I have to tell you, we just did an episode of Who Are These Podcasts? Mike was on WATP this week, and TJ and Riggins really showed us how it's done.
Oh, boy, did they. I didn't think it was possible to be quite so boring. Like, I don't know how you clipped that show because it was just all mundane. It was completely bland.
We do a show where we start with banter, then we get into it. Yeah. These guys never get into it. It's just banter the entire time. But I was sitting there going, wait, is this a show? You just do banter? I didn't know that. I just thought it was a silly thing to start the show with.
But did we ever find out, by the way, if it is a show?
No. Once I finish doing a podcast, I never think about it again.
But to be fair, I didn't either. So
yeah, we were very confused about that. Now, I want to point out a couple things that happened in your absence. Welcome back. Hope your wedding weekend went well.
Oh, it was a lot, but I'm glad to be back.
I'm sure it was. So my buddy Jay, the guy who does lights in the Isotopes, by the way, the Isotopes are performing this weekend at the Bug Jar this Saturday night.
Nice.
Want to come down and see the Isotopes, and my band Buzzmars is playing as well. Come down to that in Rochester at the Bug Jar. But my buddy Jay, I go to rehearsal the other night, and he goes, Carl, I got you an early Christmas present. I said, well, okay, that's weird. And he pulls out this book, 200% Raise by John Sarasani. He goes, I'm on Amazon looking at, I don't know, it was Amazon Day or something. He's looking at tech stuff. And all of a sudden this showed up in his recommendations. He just bought it because he's such a big John Sarasani fan, obviously.
I don't think he thinks he handed you, what, a $15 book or something like that? He really handed you millions.
Yes. I know. I'm going to be set for life, and I will forget about the little people. Chapter 5 is called Basic Strategy Blackjack. So that's exciting. That's very exciting. Let me check that out.
God damn it. Do we have another book to go through?
Could you imagine there's an audiobook of him reading this?
I hope there is.
Now, I talked to Casey Day about this last week, but I got a text from Alex Stein, and it's so funny. Just out of nowhere, we've been messaging about some steel toe stuff, but nothing else. And all of a sudden he texts me and he goes, you know, Carl, if you got to know John Sarasani, I think you'd really like the guy.
Oh, I heard you saying this.
I go, what? Really? And so then I looked it up, and apparently Alex had John on his show.
Yeah.
So Alex knows John Sarasani to some degree, and we were going back and forth for a while about it. And I said, well, if he wants to come on the show, I'm sure we would have him on. I don't think Alex was looking to get him booked or anything like that. He just wanted to put in a good word for his buddy, John Sarasani.
I believe that to an extent. Like, I think John Sarasani could be a fun time.
Sure.
But I think the whole time we might be elbowing each other going, you believe this asshole? You know,
Well,
like,
he's told me, he goes, he's not like the guy that you see on Instagram. He's a very different
okay.
guy.
okay.
Because that guy's a jackass. I mean, you know that,
So
right?
he's a phony then.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if he's putting it on for Instagram or he's putting it on for Alex Stein.
Right.
And the famous guys that he runs into to be a
I
different
wonder,
person.
yeah, because you got to figure when he runs into Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura, like, there's no way he's doing that. Tom Segura does not seem like a guy that would put up with the John Sarasani we see on Instagram.
Well, also, John Sarasani's whole thing is that he owns a water fountain in his bathroom.
Well, that's very cool.
And Tom Segura's whole thing is that he owns like 22 luxury vehicles and sports cars. It's like, that kind of trumps your little water fountain there, John. Oh, you have a pool in your backyard? Neat.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the same level of braggadocio.
Right. They're not going to be as impressed with John as the rest of us are, obviously. So that's fun.
Hey, Alex Stein, don't ruin the show for us. What are you gonna? Hey, Carl, I was getting coffee outside of Rochester, and there's this nice little mobile coffee shop.
Right. Yeah, I know. You're going to love this guy. Dan, he's a really nice guy. Alexander's not his real last name. I'll introduce you to.
Stop ruining our show.
I was checking out the Discord, as I always do. We have, if you go to whoarethese.com, there's a link to our Discord server. There's a channel in there dedicated to Who Are These Socials. And people go in there and put in suggestions. And I always read through that. And there's a conversation in there that was going on saying that I'm not using enough of the suggestions that go in there. And I just want to say, for the people who participate in our Discord, who are listening, I look at everything. A lot of the stuff that people put in there that is really good is visual. And you have to remember that my buddy Mike and all the listeners to this podcast.
No, I'll pretend to see it. Just explain it to me.
No. I gotta
it's
say,
fine.
some of the visual stuff doesn't translate well to the podcast. So the reason why I'm saying this is just to give you a heads up. Like, I look at everything. If it's good for the show, we have a ton today to get to. If it's good for the show, I'll definitely put it on there. But a lot of the stuff is just, it's a noise or nonsense. And then you just have to describe what is going on. So
Makes sense.
But our boy Psychotic, who puts in a lot of great suggestions, there's a few that we're going to use today, gave us an idea here to start things off with. This is from Reddit. And he says, what about a game of what the fuck was that? Could Mike figure out what this clip is just by the audio? So no peeking.
Now, that's interesting. Okay.
no peeking. I want you to try to figure out what this is just by listening to the audio, and people at home can play along with this. Let me get the audio up. It's a 12
I don't know
second.
why I'm closing my eyes for some
Yes,
reason.
good. All right. I like that. Pretend you're not on on YouTube right now. All right, here we go. What do you think just happened, Mike?
Boy, that is tough.
I'll play it one more time. It's a
Okay,
short
please.
video. Let's
All
let's listen again. Now that you know what's going on. See, this is a good example of what I was talking about. If you're just listening to this and you're listening to a podcast, you go, I don't know what's going on. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
What do you guess? What do you think it is?
It can't be this, because it sounds like, even if it was, it would be edited together in some way. It feels almost like some horrible karaoke or concert or something, and then a massive explosion. Or possibly a cannonball into a pool.
Mike, I'm going to give you full credit on that. It is a
Really?
guy singing karaoke and his microphone explodes in his hand.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God. Guy's microphone explodes while he's singing karaoke is the name of this in the subreddit Crazy Fucking Videos. And one of the commenters says, I'm pretty sure the last time this was posted, someone said lightning struck the building. And this was a power surge from that lightning that blew up the microphone.
That's pretty good. People are going to think I saw that, but that's pretty good.
That was very good. That was very impressive. I'm impressed.
The explosion sounds too big. Like, I didn't think it would sound like that.
Yeah,
you know?
you don't think it's just a microphone. I understand why you say a cannonball going into a pool. I understand.
Yeah.
There was a lot there. It was a big explosion. I think the guy's okay. He was moving his toe a little bit, so that's good.
Oh, good. He must be fine.
I'm sure he's fine. Well, since we're looking at Reddit, I just joined a new subreddit, and I want to thank Jill Sank in our Discord for turning me onto this. Now, it hasn't been updated in a little while, but I'm still excited about it. Maybe I'll get people going on it again. This subreddit is called Balin Dupree's Tits.
Nice.
Yes. And it's just people posting photos of
Boy, there really is something for everyone
of
on the internet.
of the sweater meat of Balin Dupree. And it is impressive. Wow. It is well done. So I just wanted to turn people on. There's 450 members. I just became
you have.
I just became the 450th member of this. If we can get this active again.
A small but growing community.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Well, we're passionate though, Mike. That's
I
what's
understand.
important about this
Yeah,
community.
You've got gusto. You've
We're
got
really-
heart.
We're really into it. Joseph Allen sent me an article that I thought we should check out. This is kind of important for our world. It's coming in from TMZ, not necessarily social media, but you'll see the tie in here. TMZ article says, Julia Fox regrets dating Kanye West, most uncomfortable position in my life.
Oh, no.
Julia Fox says she never should have dated Kanye West, calling their brief romance one of the most uncomfortable times in her life. The dominatrix turned actress sat down for an interview with The Times, published early Saturday morning, saying she regrets dating the rap star, claiming she wanted to keep their coupling low-key, but it went public without her okay.
Oh, man.
Julia Fox says she thinks she was being used as a pawn during the relationship. Before confirming Ye's The Artist, she wrote about it in her memoir, Down the Drain. A person she claims picked out her outfits, offered to pay for a boob job, and asked her to sign an NDA.
Spoilers!
I know. I mean, that's why I'm excited about this. We're going to get to this part in the book at some point. I was going to say soon. At some point,
Hey,
2028.
When you said dominatrix turned actress, how funny
Yeah.
is it that we've gotten to neither of those?
I know. We're 2 hours into her book. She's not even a teenager yet. So, fuck. Fox goes on to say the relationship put her in the most uncomfortable position in my life, and that's saying a lot. I don't want to be known for being anyone's girlfriend. And of course, I want to remind everyone that she did come out as a lesbian. When was that? Not too long ago, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So,
To a lot of fanfare. People really cared.
how many exes of yours have become lesbians? I feel like that's a sign.
I don't believe any.
I don't think any on my end either.
No.
Don't think that would be a great thing to have happen. Let's head over. Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just going to say, it's interesting to me that Julia Fox is at a point where she's talking about that now, where you know it's really genuine, you know?
Oh, I know.
Hey, I think I was used as a pawn. Remember when I dated Kanye? Everyone's like, no, not really.
Well, Kanye had so much crazy shit going on at that time. Like Julia Fox is a footnote.
Yeah.
Like I think of Kanye on Alex Jones. That's what I think of.
He was talking to Annette and Yoo-Hoo.
Yes, right. With the full gimp outfit on. It was fucking amazing. That was my favorite chapter of Ye, I have to tell you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that was a good
lot of
run.
fun. Let's head over to Facebook.
Carl Hamburger, you've been down too long in your Facebook feed. Oh, what's becoming of thee?
This one comes in from Psychotic as well. And he writes, at first I thought not for the show, but this could absolutely be described. So Psychotic says there's a lot of great videos. And he understands it's, the super visual ones don't work as well.
I like this game, though. I'm 1 for 1. Let's see if I can do this one.
Okay, well, this one is called Black Canyon of the Gunnison. And Gunnison is a town or a city in Colorado. And it's got this huge canyon in it. And if you listen closely, you can hear why this is named the Black Canyon of Gunnison. All right? So listen close. That's it.
Is there CO2 fucking thing?
Yeah, it's a smoke detector that needs a new battery, obviously. And it's just showing an image of a video of a huge canyon with the water going through, the river going through. I'll play it again here. The Black Canyon of Gunnison, everybody.
Wow.
Take a bow. Take a bow, Psychotic.
Powerful stuff.
All right. Since we're talking about black things, also on Facebook, this is the world's greatest Uber passenger. This is a lot going on here.
Baptized the other day. Girl, girl, her and Tasha got to fight, and it didn't make no sense. Tasha talking about she didn't beat her butt. Yes, she did. With her. Girl, yes, I seen the video on Instagram. I like, girl, what is going on? I said, why y'all fighting about that man like that? And he still with somebody else, he ain't with neither one of y'all.
So what we're seeing here is the camera going back to the back seat from the Uber. There's a woman who's the mother. Her adult son is next to her. She's talking on the phone. She's got half pink hair. And she is reaching into her purse, into a bag of Doritos and chomping down Doritos.
Nice.
A lot of drivers don't want people chomping chips in the back of the car. We're going to find out this is a problem for this driver specifically.
Are you guys eating? You eating in the car?
I'm saying I got a bag. What's the problem, man? What's the problem?
What'd she say?
I got a bag. It's in a bag. It ain't falling on your floor and then like that.
But I don't want to have to clean up a mess. Can you just please
No,
don't make
you ain't
a
got to
mess?
worry about cleaning no mess. I'm a grown my house clean.
That's balls by this Uber driver, because after
Yes.
listening to this person speak for 2 seconds, I would not confront them with anything. This is a deranged person.
This is a deranged person for sure. And we're going to find out just how deranged. But yes, this Uber driver doesn't like having to vacuum between pickups.
Yeah.
So
I suspect she'll be getting something else she doesn't like.
Man, you hush your mouth and be quiet. Don't want to hear that. I'm trying to get home. Okay, you want to get home. I ain't doing nothing to her fault.
I just don't want to have a mess in my car. I have to clean up. People drop stuff in my car.
Girl, what's up, girl? I ain't got time for one of these another little Uber drivers. Girl, they do the most. Do the most. Girl, don't be eating no chips in my car, but I got the chips all in a bag and everything. And she worried about what I'm eating in a bag. I ain't dropping it on her floor. She leave me alone. I ain't got time for it. Mother don't know who she messing with.
I just don't want to have to clean up a mess.
You ain't gonna have to clean up no mess. What mess you gonna clean up and it's all in a bag?
And people be dropping stuff and they be eating.
Okay, well I'm not a little child. I'm a grown ass.
I don't know what's about to happen, but it's
Yeah.
entirely on the Uber driver. Just clean up the mess, lady. What do you think? You're gonna reason with this person? Hey, no, you don't understand. I'd rather not vacuum.
I see what you're saying.
As
You're
if this
saying
person's
the,
gonna go.
the unreasonable person is going to win this battle. Is
Yes.
What, you're saying.
What do you think? This person's gonna go. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. I'd hate for you to have to clean later.
But okay, I understand what you're saying, Mike. But the way I'm watching this, they're getting a ride home. Can you just stop eating your chips for the next 7 minutes until I get you home, and then you can
That's
eat
how
your
human
chips?
beings think.
Right.
But we're beyond civility here.
Obviously, I should point out this woman is obese,
Okay.
of course, because she needs to eat her
I
chips
pictured
right
it.
now.
Yep.
And because Doritos are a messy food, she's constantly wiping her fingers off in between chips. So she's just dropping dust everywhere. She's like, I'm not making a mess. Okay. I don't know.
That's it. Girl, how much you pay for this ride anyway? Oh yeah, I'm getting my money worth out this ride. You know,
Oh, it's not even her Uber?
But I'm sure we can eat my chicken up.
I think it is her Uber. Yes.
You doing?
If we keep talking, I'm gonna end the ride.
Well, go ahead and end the ride. I'll get away.
Can you chill so she don't end the ride? I'm trying to get home.
Okay, we gonna get home. She ain't gonna end the ride. We right here by the house.
I'm
I
in
ain't
it.
gonna end the ride.
I can end it. I'm gonna end it. Keep talking.
Well, you ain't ended it yet.
All right. So now this woman is daring her to end this ride. You hear the son going, we just got to get home. Can you stop arguing with the Uber driver so we can just get fucking home?
That would be me. And I'm saying it to
Yes.
this Uber driver. Just get to your destination, give him 1 star, and move on with your life.
Right. Yes.
You ain't ended it yet. You scared to
Keep
drive.
talking.
I'm gonna keep talking.
You gonna ride by the
I'm
house?
in it, you
Oh,
gonna
you
get out.
in the ride, you gonna get my money
In the
back.
ride,
I know
you
that
gonna
much.
get out
Then
the
I ain't
car.
getting out there car till my money hit my card. What you talking about?
Can you stop this? Put us on, please.
And put on like where? Where? Nowhere? Nah.
That thing don't be straight. On got to way home already. We gotta get a lift.
Oh, where? And where? You'll be okay?
I'm getting pulled out right now. I ended the ride.
No, you ain't in no ride.
Oh, the ride.
Oh,
The
I'm
ride
calling
is ended.
police.
The
I'm
son is
calling
pissed.
jail.
I'm calling the police.
Have anything came back to my car?
I ended the ride. I did
You didn't
cancel
end no
it.
ride.
I canceled.
What's your emergency?
I need some help. Can you come get? I need some assistance. I
Well,
need
that's
some.
not her.
I'm an Uber
You
driver,
go ahead and take me home.
and she
We
won't
right
get
here
out
by
the
my house, so
car.
why you can't just keep going?
I can't. She won't get out my car, and I ended the ride.
I'm not getting out. What you thought I was gonna get out of you right here by my house? Then you decided to end the ride right here by my house.
She's called 911 on this passenger. And this woman refuses to get out of the car now. They've stopped. She's ended the ride. It's over.
I'm blaming the Uber driver. Of course, it's the savage in the back seat.
Right, I hear
I'm
what
quoting
you're
Anthony
saying.
Cumia, but
Right, yeah. You don't
But-
talk like that, obviously.
but the Uber driver, just get to where you're going.
And I should
Don't try
point
to-
out, Mike doesn't know her race. We haven't talked about anyone's race.
No, I have no idea.
Mike can't see
I
that.
assume it's a Chinese man.
Probably.
I'm on Jonesboro Road at the BP gas station on Jonesboro.
Just came home.
Girl, yeah,
I'm at the BP
it's
gas
scary
station.
still. I always get scared every time somebody the police. You know, I stand there. I ain't getting out
I
no
can send an
car.
officer your way.
Okay,
Girl, I
thank
ain't
you.
getting out of here till my money hit my card.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, she can
I
hear you.
need
She
you to
can
stay
hear you.
Yeah.
I
calm
hear
in
you
the
too.
situation.
And wait.
Stay calm in the situation, and I'll send an officer.
Do you
over
know how
there.
long it's gonna take?
Go
Do you
ahead
know how long
and
it's
get
gonna
out to the
take?
officer calm no way. So what's the difference?
I see an officer within your vicinity. He'll be there in 7 minutes. ma'am.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
I'll be
thank
here in
you.
7 minutes, still
7 minutes is
standing
a lifetime in this car.
I know. Could you imagine? I got to sit here with this retard for 7 minutes.
They're
and
waiting
listen
for
to
an
this?
Uber now.
Right.
Like, okay,
yes.
it's 7 minutes away.
All right, I'm going to scrub a little bit because she finally decides that they're not going anywhere in this car.
What you trying to tell me? Me and my child got to walk home? Okay.
I love that too. When all of a sudden now it's the Uber driver's problem. Oh, so now I have to walk home? I don't give a fuck what you do. It's has nothing to do with
You could jog, you could hitchhike, whatever you want.
right. Yeah, there's a lot of options. Maybe build a new home.
Okay. Come on, son.
Oh, that poor kid.
She's
I
making some,
show you.
she's
Hello,
making some
ma'am. Is
faces.
anyone hurt there?
No. But she's acting kind of belligerent. No, now she's coming around to my car.
Uh-oh.
What? What?
Oh,
Wait,
boy.
wait,
What? What
wait,
you gonna do?
Wait,
What
you
you
want to
gonna
give me my
do?
money?
I don't have your money.
You
better
got my
call
money.
Uber. You
You
better
got
call
mine.
Lyft for your money.
No,
I
I'm
don't have your
calling you.
money.
I'm telling you.
I
Give
don't
me
have
my
your
money.
money. I don't have your money.
Okay, I bet you will. I bet you don't stay, but I bet you won't go nowhere.
This is like when the Sopranos
Girl,
guys
I
try to
bet you
shake
ain't
down a
even put my money
Starbucks.
Yeah, right.
I don't have your money, sir.
No.
Yeah, that's not the way it works anymore. It all goes to corporate. We don't have money in here. Like, God damn it. Now what are we going to do?
No, I don't know what's wrong with me. You got wrong. You got about some damn chips I had in a bag.
Please stop. Please. I'm not trying to
Excuse me?
What?
Can I get my money?
I don't have your money.
Okay.
Touch me again. Put your hands on me again. Put
I
your
will.
Okay, what's up?
What's up,
What you
then?
want to do about it?
Put your hands on me again. I will. All right, well, then stop, please. I'll ask another way.
I'd
Hands
rather you
on me
did.
again.
Step out
I
then.
said, I
I
got something
did.
for you. Okay.
Come on, I did.
What a ridiculous conversation they're having. The money is all in the app. And she's going, give me my money back. It's like, listen, I don't work at Uber.
Remember how
Just
you
drive
didn't
it.
give me money?
Right, yes.
I still don't have it.
I just don't have it. I'm sorry. Don't know what to tell you. All right. I think we need to get caught up real quick. People are corresponding with us, and we appreciate that.
Yay, super chats.
I'm going to start with these super tips that we have. They started coming in hours before the show started, Mike. People are excited to communicate with us.
Carl, what's up, little buddy? You talking shit about me going by myself to football games? At least I can afford it, unlike you W-2 losers.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, that is a fair point. And that was the other thing with Alex Stein. I was telling Casey this, but I was making fun of him for going to the Bears game by himself. And I was like, I go to football games by myself all the time. It's like, oh, fuck. I'm talking to the wrong guy.
Well, when you do it, it's cool, Alex.
No, that's awesome. Well, then he was describing he was in D.C. for something. And he went to the Commanders game. Like, well, yeah, okay. I get it. If you're out traveling and you can go to a game. I've gone to Cubs games by myself. I understand that aspect.
It was the way Sarasani said it. You had to be there.
Well, he spent the night in Trump Tower
Right.
eating room service just to brag about then taking that transportation. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like if you go to a football game by yourself, you can just keep it to yourself. It's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to bug a guy on a rickshaw and
Right.
be racist towards him.
Correct.
If you guys aren't gagging when you brush your teeth, you're either not brushing your tongue, which is nasty, or you're just that much of a raging, just do it.
I don't disagree.
Is that a real thing? So everyone's gagging when they're brushing their teeth now?
I get in there, baby.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I get down
I had no idea that was a thing that everyone's doing, gagging on their toothbrush.
Now, to the point we made yesterday, I'm not vomiting like the guy on TJ and Rickens.
Right. Huh. Okay. Well, news to me.
And Blind Mike, why won't you fight me, you big fat blind pussy?
That's a good question.
Hey, it was an IQ test. Now we gotta
Oh,
go
yeah,
to
right. That's right.
Fisticuffs.
He's changing the parameters, apparently, for some reason. Last Dabbler Standing, $3 says, can't wait to see you at the Magic Bag, Lady K. Yes, I'm going to be in Detroit a week from tonight, so Mike and I have to figure out what we're doing next week for who are these socials, whether someone sits in for me or we pick a different time to do this, because I'll be going to the Detroit Red Wings game against the Devils on Thursday night. And then Friday night, we're at the Magic Bag, sold out show at the Magic Bag. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
New idea. Anyone who donates $25 or more to the goal will get a personalized AI jingle that will play the next time they donate to the goal.
Hey,
But Aaron, we already do that on our show.
No, Carl, the difference is that I won't forget to play jingles like you do. You should play Riku's if you haven't yet.
Oh, son of a bitch, Rick, I don't like the way that you just snuck that in on me. But you are right. You are correct that I do owe you a jingle.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the amazing super chat, Rika 3220. It is greatly needed to offset the worst business decision in podcast history for Blind Mike to go SJ free on his show.
I think he needs a new jingle if he's going to be commanding it.
Well, I mean, a lot of these jingles don't age well. That is true.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Audiophile America.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat, Audiophile America. Keep this quiet, but Carl emailed you high quality MP3s of John's album to save you the trouble of downloading it on the WATP Patreon.
Audiophile America, $10 says, the uncomfortable position Kanye put Julia Fox in was a modified reverse cowgirl into an overhand family credenza.
It's not bad.
I didn't see that in the article. That's the problem with modern journalism. They're just not getting us all the facts.
They didn't want to spoil the whole book for us.
Fair enough. Rune Goon coming in with $5 Australian says, is Blindy here for this episode, or will I need to skip this one as well? Blindy is here, Rune Goon.
I don't like any of that, quite frankly. I don't like my new nickname.
Good thing Blindy's here. Everyone's excited to have you back, buddy.
Thank you.
I come buckets, $5, Carl. I would never lie to you. I'm a good man. And yes, I broke Cat Girl out of the slammer's skull. I come buckets. I know your heart was in the right place. I don't know if you know about this Cat Girl incident that happened on the Dick Show.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. This woman was in prison and she had all this hot goss about Maddox. So they broke her out of prison, or jail, I should say. They bailed her out.
Oh, okay. You said broke her out.
Not broke her out. They bailed her out so that she could call into the Dick Show. And then she was schizophrenic, who was ridiculous and almost ruined the show.
That's too bad.
That's too bad. That's how that works sometimes. But thank you, I come buckets. Chaos Queen, when are we going to Ithaca to meet Coffee Dude? I'm surprised. This is my sister-in-law. I'm surprised, Chrissy, you haven't visited him yet. I know you guys have been going all over the state lately, and the Adirondacks and Woodstock and everything. Why haven't you passed by yet?
It is a fun landmark, but do you think he's hard to find? It's a mobile coffee shop.
There is a specific place that he camps out every day.
Okay.
I happen to know the address.
All right. Interesting.
People send me things. The greater good. I don't lie. I don't like to lie. You know what? The greater good. I think I might have that drop.
I don't lie. I don't like to lie.
That's right.
It's a good code to live by.
It is a good code to live by if you actually live by that code, which the people who say that apparently do not. So there's that. Rocco Orb 2002, $10 says, Mike, last week Casey mentioned that when you go to weddings, you bless the brides.
I heard this.
Does this involve you taking the brides to your chamber for a Braveheart style prima nocte?
I think he also accused me of getting all the women at Skankfest pregnant, which
is that true too?
There's no, I don't even know if we would know yet. You know, it's too.
That's
quick.
true. Yeah, it's too short a time frame.
Yeah.
But just because Mike can't see doesn't mean his swimmers can't see.
You're damn
they
straight,
know where that
buddy.
egg is.
Yeah.
They're going to get there. Rocco Orby, thank you for the donation. We appreciate it. And Rick from NY, $5. Mike describing the birth of Trisha Paytas' daughter as they ripped the baby out of her twat has had me laughing for days. Bravo, sir. Hashtag Imus for life. Red 473, $5 says, Mike, loved the Legion of Skanks basketball video. Sounds like you should challenge Jay next Skankfest. Really twist the knife by losing to a blind guy.
That's not a bad idea to get my way in there. That's pretty good.
Funny. I like that too. Dame Taft coming in with $5. Storm damaged internet back on after 2.5 weeks. Fuck. Now you can catch up on Carl and Friends and bring the shows to a screeching halt once again. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Dame Taft, welcome back to the internet. Glad to have you back. Raper Butt, $5 says, just text the Mike explosion vid to everyone I know. Amazing. See you at the Jar, Carl. Yes, Raper Butt, see you at the Jar. This Saturday, October 19th, the Ice Styles are performing with my band Buzzmeyers. You can see Trucker Andy is in Buzzmeyers, and of course Croge and producer Chris, Lucy
All the
Tightbox
stars.
in the Isotopes. It really is something to see. I got to tell you. Mike, this is big news. I'm sure you've seen this. This was Will Compton responding to the questions about his interview with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I think we got to head over to Twitter and check this out.
Look at this tweet now.
Yeah, it's tough when the media scrutinizes you, and this has been a big, like, early on in my show, I talked a lot about this and how people handle apologies and things like that. And Bussin' with the Boys, a Barstool Sports show, had Donald Trump on this week, and it caused controversy. So obviously the Washington Post is snooping around, and they said, you know, Will Compton, you laughed at one of Donald Trump's jokes. Why would you do that? So obviously they want to get him in trouble.
For
and I
shame.
think Will has a rare good response from someone who's in this situation.
I like it.
All right, as you guys know, our latest episode of Bussin' with the Boys, we had on Donald Trump. And if you want to go watch it, it's on all of our channels, on all of our platforms, go check it out. But we knew that there'd be a reaction. Good, bad, media would react, and we are getting our first media encounter. The Washington Post has reached out for comment regarding a remark made during the episode that's gaining online attention, including from Trump's opponent in the presidential race. The remark they're referring to that they want comment on is a part of the episode where we're talking ball and how Trump used to play tight end, would have locked him up. And he essentially makes the comment, I wouldn't want to get hit, or I didn't want to get hit by somebody who's been lifting weights all day long and came from a bad neighborhood. Taylor and I laughed. They want our comment.
Whoa. Did Trump imply there are bad neighborhoods in this country?
He did, as a matter of fact. And he said a lot of people that live there, good athletes.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
Their question is, why did we find that amusing? And you already know what they want to do with this thing. You want to know what kind of picture they want to paint. You want to know what kind of box they want us to put us in. You want to know, their vision for this entire question on asking that. And number one, I thought it was funny because Trump is sitting there admitting that he is not built for the A-gap, nor is he a tight end that was built for catching a slant over the middle, only to get his vertebrae, his L4 and L5 compressed by a middle linebacker that probably goes on to play at Nebraska. And
you think the WAPO's going to print that response? Well, the reason why they're laughing is because Trump's not getting anywhere near the A-gap. Are you kidding me?
The reason this is great is it takes a while to build where I'm like, is Will going to apologize? For
Right.
this? And then he gets to the point eventually.
Yeah, he does.
Arguably 10 years in the NFL. But just knowing that the direction they want to go with this thing as they write whatever article that they're trying to write. And they asked if Will or Taylor would provide a comment on why we found that amusing. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I'll publicly tell you guys my comment. So Washington Post, here's my comment about why I thought it was amusing.
Well said. Well done, Will.
It's so nice. It warmed my heart, really,
Yes.
as a guy who fought against cancel culture, to see the battle's been won.
Right.
That to me was like, we did it. It's all
Good
over.
point. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
The WAPO looks foolish in this one.
Yes. And I think that's what people just should have been doing from the beginning, is literally farting into the camera.
Yes.
When you get mad that basically a comedy show laughed at a joke.
So what's fascinating to me about this stretch of the presidential campaign, and this has been a bonkers year for politics in this country.
Sure.
It's nuts. And then we had a little downtime where nothing was really happening. And now both candidates are on this media blitz. And I'm interested to your thoughts on this, but they're both doing entertainment shows.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see how poorly Kamala is doing compared to Trump. Like, she's picking Stephen Colbert and Howard Stern and The View and Call Her Daddy. Like, these are all giant misses. This is all
Trump's
terrible.
picking all the right shows because he was made for that. He's like he's considered one of the best Stern guests ever. Like,
right. He's on Bustin' with the Boys, Theo Vaughn, Andrew
Schultz,
Schultz, Aiden Ross a couple months ago. Like, his kids are telling him, like, no, these are the cool people. These are people we're all watching. Do this. He's like, all right. And he does it.
What will be interesting is they're both doing Rogan.
Is that true? Has that been
evident? I mean, they both said it.
I've
so
heard that, yeah.
I hope it happens. I don't know. But what will be interesting to like, I don't know how the Trump thing's going to go. I think that might be Trump being more confrontational with Joe for not having him on earlier.
Okay.
But the Kamala thing will be interesting because Joe, all he talks about is the fucking vaccine. Like, still today,
Yeah.
he talks about COVID all the time. And Kamala Harris was a big part of a lot of the lies we heard about the vaccine and everything.
So was Trump.
If Rogan...
Trump is the reason why the vaccine
Right,
exists.
That's true, yeah. If Rogan pushes both of them on that, I think it could be very interesting. I hope he doesn't cave because they're coming on. I don't know. I'm curious.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to Rogan and Kamala. I'm interested to see what that looks like because... The word sound and the talking point stuff, like a lot of people let her get away with that. I don't think Joe will.
The only problem is Rogan's not confrontational.
Right.
He's not very combative, but with that topic, I think he might be. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be interesting. It'll get ratings. It'll get viewers. That's for
Yes,
sure.
For sure.
All right. So you sent this over to me. This is a Boston radio guy. Do I need to set this up any other way? Or?
Dave Cullinane discovered this, which if you don't know Dave Cullinane, he's a media watchdog here in Boston. Keeps these local guys on their toes.
Nice.
And he found Tony Maserati using a term that clearly Tony doesn't know what it means. But I was like, what? I knew very much what this term meant. Maybe I'm one of the few, but listen to how he uses it and see if it makes any sense to you.
I had this discussion with Milliken before the show.
Big mistake.
Yeah, Gen Z, which I've determined incidentally that Z stands for zipperhead. So I looked it up, defensive, and I had this discussion.
Oh boy. Okay. I love under the comments somebody wrote, nobody asked Tony what he thinks Gen N stands for. I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe that's what Z does stand for. Which country are we talking about here? Singapore?
Jesus Christ, Tony.
Whoops.
I don't know how you live that long. Like I said, he's never seen Gran Torino or anything. I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah, I
or
don't
maybe
know.
it's a less common term than I'm aware of.
But what do you think? What else would zipperhead mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's what I was
someone, I was asking on the Kirk Minahan show today, and the great Beanbag Ron suggested this. So the first thing that came to my mind, I guess he thinks that it means like their brains fell out of their head and they zipped them back up or something.
That's the dumbest
Like,
thing.
that's how the man was using it.
I don't think so.
But here's the thing. He's talking about Gen Z. There's no way he thinks it means what it actually means.
Well, right, yes.
So that's about as
obviously.
good an explanation as anything.
Yeah. This new generation, a bunch of Japanese people, am I right? Like, whoa, what? What do you mean? Okay. That's fun. All right, so this is another thing that's been big in the news. You probably have seen this. This came in from Cricket Sushi in our Discord. There was a guy roaming the streets looking for Commanders fans. He's a Ravens fan. And his buddy, I think, is filming this so that we can witness what's going on. Smart move, by the way. And let's see what unfolds here. All right, so this guy in a Lamar Jackson jersey is just walking down the street on the sidewalk in a city, and he sees a couple guys wearing Washington Commanders jerseys.
Do we got a straggler? Do we got a straggler? Do we got
Kicks the first dude,
Do we got
punches him out. The guy's out.
Do we got a straggler?
And now
Do
he's
we got a straggler?
throws the other guy up against the wall and throws him down. And then flexes his muscle and yells, "I don't lose."
Fucking go!
Have you heard about this, Mike?
Good Lord. I did hear about it. I have not seen the video yet.
Okay, so yeah, he's just beating up random guys who have the jerseys of the other team. wherever he's walking around. And it seems like it's set up because his buddy's filming. He's just like, oh, look at over there. We got some stragglers. And he walks over and just beats the shit out of them.
That's what I was going to ask. Who's yelling you've got a straggler? Because I guess it's a planned thing.
It seems like a planned thing.
Yeah.
And so he was immediately doxxed. His name is Jack Callis. And according to his LinkedIn, he's a producer and sales executive in the Costendike Insurance Group of Murray, Donnelly, and Parr.
Not what I expected.
Although that's no longer the case. His company has put out a statement saying he is no longer employed with us. We do not tolerate violence.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, right.
Everyone's so PC now. I just got done talking about this.
So this guy thought he was a big tough guy, and he's going to have a hard time finding employment because now his name is connected with this. And if you Google his name, this is all that shows up. So I can't imagine any HR department is going to be like, oh, yeah, let's get this guy on the team.
Yeah, that's an example of good doxing. That's what it should be. Like, this guy shouldn't get a job anymore, probably. He's a fucking prick.
Yeah. No, he definitely deserves, and I don't know if there's criminal charges. There obviously should be.
Yeah.
For this, but
Jesus Christ, what an animal.
Yeah, what an asshole.
I keep using terms like this. I don't know what race these people are. Just so
He's a
everyone
white
knows.
guy. He's a white guy.
Oh,
That's cool.
thank God.
You can thank God. Good point. It is a Lamar Jackson jersey, so you have to be careful with that one.
Right.
Wow, you lucked out. All right, we got to head over to TikTok. So much going on in the world of TikTok.
TikTok's a psyop by the Chinese to fuck up the minds of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. Oh, TikTok fucking blows.
Familiar with the cookie, the Nutter Butter?
Very much so.
Okay, you a fan?
A big fan.
Okay, I like them too. Delicious cookies.
Yeah, maybe I oversold it. I like them.
They're good.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in decades, but they're great. From what I remember, they're very good. Well, they are taking TikTok by storm right now. Do you know that?
I did not.
As a social media podcast, I feel like we need to report on the news of social media. USA Today covered this.
Makes sense.
The Nutter Butter TikTok account is going viral for being absolutely unhinged, is the title of this article.
Okay.
And we have this famous TikToker, Casey Fitzwater, who posted a video about this. It's been viewed almost 3 million times. And she describes how the Stack Katie's videos are freaking her out. Uh-oh. Here we go.
If you guys have not seen Nutter Butter's official account on here, I need you to stop what you're doing and go look at it. Because I had to. And I think you should too. I'm concerned. Nutter Butter, are you guys okay? Are you doing all right? I might have nightmares. That's weird. Are you okay?
So that video just got 3 million views. I don't understand TikTok, obviously.
Why?
But I want to thank Trucker Randy for bringing this to my attention. Here's an example of a TikTok coming from Nutter Butter. It's very much in the vein of early internet culture. I've mentioned before I used to work at E-Bombs World. Everything was just kind of like wacky and wild for the
Just
sake
grab
of being
your
wacky and
attention.
wild. Yeah. Just kind of out there. Here's another example, and I'm pulling this one up for a specific reason. There's, my background, not only did I work at E-Bombs World, I'm talking about me some more, I've also digital marketing is my background. So
excuse us.
This right here could be a case study. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure I'd be talking about this if I wasn't a podcaster. I'd be in meetings talking about this.
As of recently, we've been made aware of the Nutter Butter's social media accounts, and we just wanted to take the time to apologize to everyone who's had to see it. This is
Cookie do the not too
So you can only imagine the nonsense that's going on the screen with the dancing cookies and cats and all sorts of things jumping around. This is Mr. 1021, who's a character they've created. Also, there's Aiden and Ada and all these different people. But the comments is what really caught my attention on this video. It's 11,000 comments. And the first one is Ego saying, "Bestie, what core is this?" There's Scrub Daddy. There's Subway. We have so many questions. We have Wheat Thins. I can't do this today. We have Celsius Official. Blink twice if you need help. Pantene Pro V. Are you good?
This
Swedish
needs to be
Fish.
stopped.
Swedish Fish is out here commenting. So many secrets. Crunch bars are on there. You doing all right, bestie? Game Show Network. Not too sure we understand this one. Moe's Southwest Grill. Bestie, you okay?
I'm maddest at Game Show Network. Why are you weighing in on this?
You're right.
No business.
There's no
of yours.
business being in here. Sour Patch Kids. I get that. He goes, again, what?
This is creepy.
It's so bizarre. So all these different, and I know these companies work. They hire their social media person who has to run the account, and some are given a lot of rope, some are given less. And so there's this social media person, each of these companies going like, wow, Nutter Butter's getting a lot of attention. This is really cool. So they can't wait to get out there and comment.
And then people will be like, hey, can you believe fucking Subway commented on this? You know?
Can you believe what Nestle Crunch said about that video? And he's like, yes, got some attention for Nestle's Crunch. We did it, baby.
It would have been great if you showed me a third Nutter Butter video and it was just they straight up made scat porn or something. They're really going for it.
I'm saving that for next week.
Okay, good.
One of the things I like to do is I like to build to a crescendo.
I understand. That's good broadcasting.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm good at this.
Yay, super chats.
We got some more great stuff coming in from TikTok in a moment, but first, Bradley $5 said, I had Catgirl committed to his psych ward 8 years ago. Hilarious to see nothing has changed. Tell Dick his boy War says yo. No shit. Bradley, that's awesome. I'll definitely shoot Dick a note. That's funny.
That is awesome.
I come buckets $2 says Mike Geary, Geary.
Whoa. Please don't take that off the screen. Don't read those.
Oh, why? Is that that's your actual real name?
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you off air.
That was the best when Aaron Imholt's slam piece, his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They were showing her real name in super chats or something. He was on some show. And he's like, take that off. Take that off. It's like, dude, you're really bad at poker, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, John said today, he's like, these guys don't even know I have a lot of their real names and addresses. Do something with them then. What do I care?
Have you seen the Mud Shark has been doxing producer Chris?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I heard you mention something. I didn't know what you were referring to. I didn't
Middle name, last name.
Not his middle name.
Yeah, showing a picture of him working at a job. It's crazy.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if he'll ever recover. He might be off the show. I don't know if we're going to see him in Detroit or not. I don't know how he'll ever recover from this.
I can't believe he seemed in such good spirits yesterday when I talked to him.
These people are fucking nuts. It's so weird what they think is content.
They used to hand out phone books to everyone.
Yeah, everyone can find everyone's name and address and phone number.
If you're not a psychopath, then you won't do anything crazy with that.
Not that big of a deal, right? I would look up under B if there was a guy named Harold Balls and make a couple phone calls to him a few times a year.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's just
about as far as you go with it. Fitheon, $10 says, who could forget when the Mohawk Valley Comets, who made the great metropolis of Utica their home, won the inaugural Bonpane Trophy? Who could remember?
It was a big day.
It's a question I would ask. Fitheon. Carl's Frosted Tips. A warrant was issued for Ravens douchebag. Oh, good.
Yeah,
that's good news.
Good.
I'm glad to hear that. Fitheon, $10. Who can forget when the Mohawk Valley Comets, who made the great city of Utica their home, won the inaugural Bob Payne Trophy? Well, you spent $20 on that. Thank you, Fitheon.
Well, now I remember.
Yes, well, I remember from just earlier in the show. Hulkamania gifted a membership. Thank you very much, Hulkamania. If you become a member on our YouTube channel, you get 2 bonus episodes every month. We just did one earlier this week, Living in the Past with Stuttering John. And we also get to watch 2 of these podcasts live every Wednesday and Saturday when we record the show. We just put the link in the community tab so you can check that. You can watch the archives. You can watch it when it's happening. All that fun stuff. Dang Lizard coming in.
Yeah, of course, Carl knows nothing about brushing your teeth, just like he knows nothing about civil rights.
Yeah, Chilla Carl is such a smile-talking loser. Mike, can you twist his balls the next time you meet him? He's reaching Chad-level delusions about how great he is. What an idiot.
Oh, no. I don't like
Next
these guys
time you
ganging
meet
up
me.
on you like that.
The next time you meet me, we've never met before.
That
in
is
person.
true. Yeah.
Am I the only one who doesn't gag when they brush their teeth? Is this really a thing? I'm
Weird.
blown
You
away by
gag
this.
during every other activity you do.
No,
Hello,
stop it.
folks.
Oh, boy. Oh, you. These two, they have such chemistry on the show. Koof says, thank you for not killing yourselves. Thank you, Koof, for $3. We appreciate it. Would it be ironic if one day Koof's wife goes, you gave how much money to YouTubers? And she divorces him and then he offs himself because of that? That'd be a great irony, I suppose.
I suppose it would be, yes.
Yes.
Hey, don't let that happen, Koof.
Carol Dillon coming in.
Art safe space wish list. Butt plugs. Have 20, need 50 more. Dildos have 8, need 15 more.
Forgot about this.
Women have none, don't need any. Chloroform have loads, need loads more. This is a safe space.
Yeah, I forgot about how funny his Amazon wish list was.
The list is terrific.
It's great. All right. The Hebrew Hammer has been posting some of these videos in our Discord. Again, go to our Discord server. There's a link on whoarethese.com. And there's a channel, Who Are These Socials. There's a channel in there. Check that out. Give us suggestions. Play along at home. And this is a non-binary person we met just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
And this non-binary person is very enthusiastic about their lifestyle. Like, I'm trying to be good right now.
Nice. Good job.
I think I'm nailing it, honestly. And this is something crazy. She's talking about dead naming herself. Oop, I fucked up. Dead naming herself, Mike. I didn't know this was a thing that you could do.
I dead named myself by accident multiple times to multiple people I'd never met before in different conversations at a party this weekend, and we need to talk about it. If you ever feel bad about messing up someone's brand new preferred name that they just started using, don't feel bad. Because I am living proof that we do it too at the beginning. I recently have been going by a new name with my friends, and I've been falling more and more in love with it every day. I just started introducing myself as this new name to new people at our parties, and every time I get to introduce myself, I get so hyped, bro. I love it.
Doesn't that prove these are children playing a game?
It is. I'm thinking as you're playing this, like, there was a time where people thought pro wrestling was real.
Sure.
You know?
Yep.
I don't meet these people in my real life. Like, if we met this person in real life, would they be like, hey, how's it going? You know what I mean? Like, would they just be a regular human being? Is it all an act? Because I don't believe there's people like this. Yet, if you go on TikTok, that's all you get in your fucking algorithm.
Imagine waking up in the morning being so excited that you introduce yourself as your new name. And it's so fun.
And then I'm sure everyone in the comments is like, oh, good for you. I was going to say queen, but whatever it would be.
Yes, queen.
Good for you, they.
Right.
Bro, I love it. I love it. Anyways, because this is brand new to me, and because I'm not out on social media yet with this new name and haven't come out to anyone in my family about this new name, I still refer to myself as Mal, and I don't hate that name, but I think I found one that I like a little better. Anyways, when I was having different conversations with people who I had never met, and I was talking about my past, I slipped up and referred to myself as Mal and not the name that I introduced myself to them as.
All right, this is where I have to pause it. Mike, have you ever been talking about something that you've accomplished in your past or an anecdote and used your first name?
Always. I say, and there he was, Mike Geary, playing Dave Portnoy in ping pong.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean right here. Why are you using your name when you're talking about yourself? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Means you're a sociopath if you're doing that.
Do they do this with like social security numbers where they're like, yeah, I just changed mine today, you know? There is legal information you need. You need a name.
The last 4 of my new social security number, 6969. It's hilarious. I love telling people the last 4.
And there's no way they weren't like that cat meme that goes, oh? There's no way, bro. There's no way they were like, what? Who the F is Mo, bro? But then Not Sober Me would just laugh it off and continue the conversation, pretending I never freaking said Mall. And it was fine. It was fine, bro. They were all queer. It was fine. Yeah, going by a new name, there's definitely some ups and downs with the adventures. I am human. This is new to me. I am taking it day by day because that's all I can do. And that's okay. Yeah.
Ups and downs with the adventures of going by a new name.
You've created a struggle for yourself.
How boring of a life do you have that having a new name? All right, full disclosure. I'm going to tear down the fourth wall or the curtain or whatever you say. My real name is not Carl Hamburger.
Oh, my God.
I've never once got excited to call myself Carl Hamburger before. It's not something that brings me joy in life.
Honey, I got a new name.
Yes. Yeah, we know, Mr. Hamburger. We're very excited for you. Never call me by my dead name again. You have to be...
It's someone that lives a very privileged life, and this is a struggle for them,
Correct. I didn't realize this. Mike, how did you celebrate coming out day?
I don't know how to answer that.
One of the things that I love about Mao, our non-binary friend here, is that she knows every LGBTQIA plus holiday and is ready to celebrate it the way you're supposed to.
Happy National Coming Out Day!
Again, these are children. All right, I just want to point out, like let's turn everything into Christmas. Like, okay, I guess. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, we can suck dicks in the open now.
Yeah, just on this one day. It's like the purge for them. For one day, we can suck each other off in a parade.
Whether you came out today as trans, non-binary, asexual, pansexual,
Do you have to come out as asexual?
I guess she's naming all the ways you can come out. So I'm up to 5 already.
I am not having sex with anyone.
Yeah, right, yes. So brave.
I don't care if you judge me.
So brave, that Mike Geary. What's the thing when you just jerk off in front of the mirror every day? What is that called? What am I coming out as?
Trans mask, gender fluid.
We're up to 8.
Demi boy.
Demi boy is 9.
Gender.
A gender is number 10.
So you're not a gender? What are you, a fucking lamppost?
It's so stupid. Is it non-binary agender?
No, that's when
What do
you're
you
not
mean?
called anything. Agender is when you aren't anything.
Jesus Christ. All right.
A bisexual baddie.
You know, this is why I need queer kid stuff to come back, because I'm not getting all these new terms and definitions.
Yeah, Maul is no Teddy.
No,
I'll say that much.
Not.
Oh, let's go, lesbians, let's go. Or any other identity.
There's others? There's ones you missed in that list?
There's like 72, if you remember.
There's 72 genders, but they're not talking about genders right now.
Oh,
We're
that's
talking
true.
about sexuality and all sorts of different shit.
You're right.
None of it makes sense to me.
Identity that I didn't mention. Please know that you are loved. Always. Coming out is so hard. And if you didn't come out today, well, that's okay. We still
You're a
love you
pussy.
too.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
You should never feel pressured to come out, and I promise that you will know, your gut will scream at you when it's time to come out, and you are gonna know when it's time. But if you came out today, or came out 20-some years ago, know that I'm proud of you. You did it, dude. You came out to the world. Now you get to be you. You get to live your life. You don't have to hide a part of yourself. You get to just be you. And that is really fucking cool. I love y'all.
We love you.
Happy National Coming Out Day, baby! Woo-hoo!
All right, I just realized I can't take much more of this Fuzz 99.
I was going to ask a question.
Irritating.
I don't believe what I'm about to ask because I think we're just watching TikTok and it's not representative of the real world.
Sure.
But based on what you see on TikTok, like, do you think we'll ever get to the point where we've overcorrected enough that kids will get bullied for being straight? Where it's like, what, you're not celebrating National Coming Out Day? What are you, fuck pussy?
That's a great
you
question.
Queer?
That's a great question because I've worked with parents who made me feel like that's the case. Like all the kids in school are some type of LGBTQ something.
Yeah, I wonder if it's exaggerated, but when you go on social media, you're like, it seems...
So
seems like it's coming.
So I've talked to parents who have made me think that most of the kids in the schools are something because it makes them special and interesting.
Right.
And then I've also talked to Jim Florentine, who told me that his son is just like thinks that all of this is ridiculous, and
he likes
him
the
and his friends all make fun of these people in school. I'm like, okay, I hope there's more like young Florentines out there.
Yeah.
Than there are the people I worked with. I don't know.
I would think in small towns as opposed to cities is probably the line, but
yeah. You're probably right. Although the examples I'm thinking of from people I worked with were in very affluent suburbs.
okay, all right.
So I can see where affluent suburbs would have, there's when you have no problems in the world and the fridge is full and the pantry's full and you're getting carted around to soccer practice and basketball practice, that's when things are a little bit too easy for you. You start going like, what can I do to be special?
Well, I'm calling it, kids. Get in early on bullying straights.
Yes.
No one's going to want to be friends with them.
That's going to be the trend for sure. Speaking of bullying straights, Rob Saul has a TikTok. Did you know that?
I heard today that he posed nude on TikTok. Someone asked him via Super Chat. Yeah. He posed nude on TikTok or in a bathing suit or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just know this TikTok he has, it says, Saul Show. He says, bartender and talk show host who eats plant-based meals.
Nice. That sounds really cool.
All right. So let me just play some of his comedy first. This is called Obnoxious Women at Chain Restaurants. This is the fabulous and talented Rob Saul, everybody.
Excuse me? I think they forgot to put the liquor in here.
That's Rob Saul?
That's Rob Saul. He's sitting in a booth, filming himself. He's by himself, drinking a cocktail and on his obnoxious woman impression, which seems a lot like all of his other impressions.
Oh, boy.
If you ask me, but...
Well, okay, he's multi-talented. I'm sure he's got some good videos on here.
Well, let's talk about the description of this is what I dealt with when I waited tables at chain restaurants.
Oh, this is relatable then. I see.
And then the hashtags are waiter's life, server life, server problems, server TikTok, server talk, bartender life. Zero comments.
Server talk.
Server talk. He's trying to start his whole new thing right now. You've heard of Truth Social. Why have server talk? All right.
Rob, who are you appealing to, Rob? You think like kids that are, I guess, because it's mostly like young people are waiters, generally speaking.
Sure.
And on TikTok, by the way. So you think you're going to find a young audience where you're like, guys, isn't waiting tables so fucking bad?
It's
and
almost...
They're going to watch Saul's show?
It's almost like Rob Saul, Dat Fan, and Opie have no idea how to use TikTok. I don't know.
It's
crazy. It just seems like that might be the case. All right, so this is him checking out a vegan cheesesteak. Sounds difficult to do, but let's see what he has to say about it.
This is still by far the best vegan cheesesteak I've ever had. It's from Vegans R Us. They have one in Vineland in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I don't know what they put in it, even though I worked there, but I was in the front end. I didn't really do the kitchen. Even if I did know what was in it, I had to sign an NDA, but it is delicious.
And there's him eating it to show us that he enjoys it.
Oh. Because I wasn't going to believe him.
So this thing where he's eating, and this entire TikTok is just him eating food that you and I would eat, but it's the vegan version of it. So cheesesteak seems wild because there's no cheese or steak, obviously.
If you're really a foodie and you have interesting thoughts on food, interesting tastes, you have good recommendations, whatever, and this is your TikTok, I have no problem with it. What I have a problem with is people like Rob Saul that don't have interests.
Right.
And are just like, I want to be on the radio. I want people to know who I am. I'll start a TikTok just with whatever I think will get views. Hey,
Right.
food videos get views. Maybe I'll make a food video and I'll become a big food star.
Well,
Like, they have no actual interests.
Well, that's the thing too. He's showing his food. He's like, this is a vegan cheesesteak. And my thought is, because it looks like a cheesesteak, so my thought is, how do they do that? And he has no idea. I don't know
can't
what's in
tell you.
this.
I signed an NDA.
He said even if I did know, I wouldn't be able to tell you. He has no idea what any of this is. So it's like, well, this is a waste of my time. So this is him explaining his diet, because that's what I was confused about. I'm like, okay, so you're a vegan and you're going around eating things that taste like cheesesteaks. He's got like tacos. He's got different pizzas that he eats on here.
How do I get Rob Saul fit?
Right. Yeah. How do I look more like Rob Saul? I got to drink White Claws and eat fake cheese, apparently. So this is him explaining his diet.
Always the typical response to eating plant-based stuff.
Oh, so he's responding to a comment that says, vegans want to eat meat so bad. And this is the thing that I always make fun of when I hear about Impossible Burgers or even like the hot dogs, it's a carrot or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So the reason why vegans don't want to eat meat. So why are you trying to make it seem like they're eating meat? It seems counterproductive to me.
Sure, yeah.
But he's going to explain it.
Always the typical response to eating plant-based stuff is, oh, vegan people want to eat meat so bad. If I want to eat meat, I'll eat meat. I don't eat plant-based foods.
It's amazing that he's unprepared for his own TikTok videos.
I came up with a better answer for it.
He's always unprepared. It's crazy. You're the one who hit record. He's like, all right, you guys want to know about this? Let me think about it.
Yeah, I have nothing interesting to say as usual.
He's such an asshole.
I'll eat meat. I don't eat plant-based foods because I think meat is so disgusting I have to eat it. It's just, season stuff up to like a recipe. That's like me saying to you, oh my God, you marinated this steak and put salt and pepper on it. If you loved meat so much, why do you have to do that? It's the same concept. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we season stuff up and make plant-based food taste a little better. It's a big fucking deal.
It's not even close to the same concept. Marinating your meat is nothing compared to recreating a Philly cheesesteak so it looks and tastes like a Philly cheesesteak when it doesn't have steak or cheese in it.
No, the answer would be I would like to eat meat, but either because of dietary reasons or animal cruelty reasons or whatever, I choose not to. So I kind of try to simulate that experience. That's the answer. Not, will you marinate your steak, asshole?
The only comment underneath this is great. He goes, seasoning food is not the same concept. If I tried a million things to turn my steak into an apple, then that would be the same concept.
Yes.
Right. Yes. If you try to take a bacon or a pig and try to turn it into a pear, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, that's crazy. This is what you guys are doing. It's crazy. And why are you doing this? So yes, Mike, I think you understand his veganism better than he does.
Yeah, influencer Rob really bugs me because he has no passions. It's like we've said about Opie before. It's like he just wanted to get into radio. He didn't really have any interests, and unfortunately for Rob, he hitched his wagon to Bob Levy instead of Anthony Cumia in 1994.
Yep. All right, I have a video in here from Manny Muzgetz, and are you familiar with a candy salad?
I don't think so.
I've seen
Is
this
it a
before.
sex term or a...
No, I've seen this before. I think this is something that they do at like AA meetings or rehab facilities where it's like, we can't do drugs, but everybody bring in your favorite candy. We'll put it all into a bowl together and then we'll pig out on this ridiculous candy that we made.
Interesting.
And so what we're about to see here is former drug addicts participating in creating a candy salad. And this is some of the most bonkers shit you've ever heard. I almost want to attend this meeting with these ladies to hear these stories.
Hi, my name's Abby, and when I refused to get sober, my own father pressed felony charges against me, and I brought the gummy bears for the candy salad.
What the fuck?
Hi, I'm Janine, and when I was 34 years old, I lived in a doghouse in a heroin dealer's backyard, and he padlocked me in at night so that his wife wouldn't attack me with a chainsaw, and I brought the sweetest best.
This can't be real.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I overdosed at my Memorial Day barbecue in front of all of my friends and family and was dead for 7 minutes. And then after that, I tried to get sober and accidentally got addicted to crack. And I brought the nerds. They're gonna come on.
My name is Sarah. When I was 22 years old, I had ruined all my veins from shooting up, so I shot up in my butt cheek, I got an infection, lost my ass cheek, and I've been half-assing it for a decade. And I brought the Peachos.
Hi,
My name's Amanda, and Dr. Phil screamed at me in front of millions of people on national television for being a drug addict. And I brought the Sour Patch Kids strawberry gummies. Hi, my name's Brittany, and one time I had a blood alcohol level of a 0.457, and for the record, 0.4, you should be dead.
That's not...
And I brought the testers.
Holy shit.
Hi, my name's Britt, and when I was in college, I got kicked out of the link and banned from NFL stadiums for the rest of my life, and I brought the gummy sharks. Me too, banned for life.
This is a fun group of gals.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I want to hang out with these ladies. Not now, but like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Sounds like it'd be a lot of fun.
What the fuck? The first part seems so unnecessary. It's like, hey, I ran over my baby and then shot my dog, and here's some milk duds.
You're right. I brought milk duds. That's a fun meeting, though. I've been in a lot of boring meetings. That one seems fun. So thank you, Manny, for sending that in.
Yay, super chats.
Fetheon will not let it go, he says, for another $10. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
I do remember when the Mohawk Valley Comments, who made the great city of Utica their home, won the inaugural Bob Payne Trophy. Yes. Who could forget? Hulkamania just came in with another 5 gifted memberships.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat, Hulkamania. You might also agree we need more weekly curb stomping threats from the Army Major.
Thank you very much for gifting those memberships. Again, I'll just remind people, if you are gifted a membership, if you want to sign up for your own membership, if you want to purchase one, you can do so. Just hit the join button. And what that gives you is 2 bonus episodes every month. We just put one out this month, Stuttering John Living in the Past, another fantastic episode of us going back to John's 2018 podcast and looking at it through the lens of the Dabbleverse in 2024. And you also get to watch WTP live every Wednesday and Saturday. And you go to the community tab and you find the links for that. They are unlisted behind the paywall. So thank you for doing that.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Thanks for the super chat, KJ. The Instagram jingle lyrics seem to be studied more than the Dark Side of the Moon album.
Our girl KJ coming in with $20. Thank you, KJ. So Hamburger isn't your real name? What's next? Jenny Jingles isn't real either? What a day.
Yeah.
I know, it's tough. It's tough when your heroes let you down. I understand.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Thanks for the super chat, Rex Sexton, Steel Toe, and Aaron will soon need horse buckets of advice from Joey C on jailhouse etiquette.
Rex Sexton with his inaugural personalized jingle, $5.
Is that what horse buckets is? The Joey C reference?
I don't know.
Because they said it in there. And
I
I've
wasn't
gotten it
paying
as a
attention.
comment on my video, and I've never known what it meant.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
I'm doing a lot of things over here, Mike.
I'm too involved in this.
Rex says, when my in real life friends don't call me Rex, I feel dead named. I'm not Giselle Holcomb anymore. God. Just kidding. I don't have any in real life friends. Is my jingle ready? Yes, it was, Rex. Thank you for participating in the show. We appreciate it. I come buckets, $2. I'm asexual, a sexual predator, just like Kumia.
That's fun.
Oh, we're all having fun in here, aren't we? Good stuff.
But seriously, folks.
Penis Wrinkle coming in with $2. Carl, I sent you the TikTok of Rob drunk, nude, in hot tub. You did? Where did you send it to, Penis Wrinkle? Did you email it to me? Send it again.
Oh, Penis Wrinkle. Hey, Penis Wrinkle, you better get out of here, pal. I don't want any of what you're dealing with.
Uh-oh, why? What's going on with Penis Wrinkle?
I believe Rob Saul is threatening legal action.
Oh, Penis Wrinkle's my man. I'll be a part of that, Sue. Another $5 from Penis Wrinkle says, Rob says he wasn't nude, but pretty sure I see a bushel of pubes beneath the bubbles. Wow. You're not really enticing me to find this video now, Penis Wrinkle. But yes, please send that over. I want to see him embarrassing himself. That's fun. Rocco Orbeedy, 2002, $5 says Steel Toe should go to AA Candy Salads to find a new wife. Yes. That's where you find the ones who won't leave you for a guy who deals. Oh, wait. No, she definitely will. Oh, well. Carl's Frosted Tips coming in.
Just do it, just do it, just do it. What's up, my nigger?
Oh, boy.
Lady K, I dozed you and took a shit in your pool. Blind Mike, I coming to Boston. Can you send me gas money? Hal Hitler.
No problem, buddy.
That is interesting. It is coming up on Parents' Weekend at Harvard. So John might be in your neighborhood.
Well, that'd be fun.
If his son actually wants to see him in
Maybe
Harvard.
I'll stop by.
I don't think you'll see John there. I'm just guessing. Carl's Frosted Tips coming in.
Carl, do you want to come to my rape shed? I mean, art studio? A lot of local black men come see me there. Now I have to get an ice pack for my throat and asshole. Hi, Mike. Call me. White power.
Jesus, woke dad.
It is for black men are welcome. I don't think my kind is, although I am disabled, so I could probably get in also.
He does bring that up, I think, in maybe a video we're watching today in a little bit.
I believe so, yeah.
Disabled people are welcome. I'm not. I'm most certainly not welcome.
No, you would have been in your younger days.
That's true. I
surgery.
was born club-footed. Yeah, that's a good point. Venom Tony, 15.
I call you Lady K and Pussy Boy because it brings me back good memories of mocking Knight and misgendering him. Calling him Mailbox and Lady K. I miss him sometimes.
That explains a lot, actually. All right. Now it's all making sense. Thank you. Mike, we got to get back over to TikTok because our favorite DID system, Solar, is at it again.
If you're a system man, you know it, clap your hands. If you're a system man, you know it, clap your hands. If you're a system man, you know it, and your mask will truly show it. If you're a system man, you know it, clap your hands.
All right, this is Arrow, who's a they, them. Yeah. One of the personalities that lives inside Solar. This is offensive. But
I'm not going to bother looking for the comment, but somebody asked me how I know that my cat Cowboy is a boy and not a girl. And there are several reasons for that. First is I'm familiar with cat anatomy. Second, he has been to the vet, so an actual professional has confirmed his anatomy. He very clearly has balls, and he doesn't clean his asshole.
All right, so
it's very interesting to me. Like if you said, "Hey, you have a pussy, you're a girl," she'd be like, you don't know what you're talking about?
I could be a robot from space. You don't even know.
I'm professionally diagnosed, but when it comes to cats, like, you'd be crazy to think they could be non-binary.
So
or
it's possible that Arrow is the transphobic personality that lives inside Solar, although Arrow's pronouns are they, them, so that's weird.
I like it. Arrow bunker.
I have a couple people living inside of me that make jokes that many would consider transphobic.
Sure.
But
you're not taking responsibility for that.
Well, I get permission because I also have they, thems inside me as well.
Well, that's good. So they talk about it beforehand.
Yeah, so that works out well.
Okay. Good.
I have a card that I can pull. I don't want to be a comedy coach for Solar. The punchline's not bad. I would have gotten to it sooner.
Yeah, the pause it took away from it a little bit.
Right.
Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. I know it's a male cat. It's got balls. The vet says so, and he licks his asshole.
Ew.
Boom. In and out. Moving on. I gotta say, Solar shaved her head.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's pulling it off, though. She kind of looks like a 16-year-old skater kid.
Okay.
Now.
I've always kind of... there's something that I like about Solar. There's something I hate about her as well. But there's something that keeps me coming back, you know?
There is something about Solar that you're like, she's going to figure it out one of these days, I bet.
Yeah.
All right. This one's a long one. We don't have to watch the whole thing. But
no, you get the gist pretty quickly, but I just do think it's funny to watch. Like, what we're watching here is when you throw out a lot of ideas. It's like when you're in season 15 of a television show. Mm-hmm. You're like, what the fuck are we going to do now? And that's where Solar is at.
Yes. All right. So this is not Solar, but Kaliko.
Right.
Who is a she, her. I think it's important for all of us to know that.
Of course.
Hello. My name is Calico.
Calico.
I have dissociative identity disorder, and I'm autistic and chronically traumatized. And right now, I'm in a freeze trauma response. I'm in a freeze response. I can move my arms, but I could not move my legs even if I wanted to.
Imagine being this person's boss. I wouldn't know how to deal with this. If I got a phone call, I'm in a trauma response. I can't move my legs right now. I'm like, okay, well, you're fired? Can you sue us?
You're on the phone with HR every day. Like, what do you mean I can't fire her for this? She said she can't move her legs.
She can't move her legs. She's in a trauma response. No, I know, but I need her to move her legs to get to work. I'm sorry, but as her boss, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Isn't it lucky, though? Because it would be such a... If you couldn't move your arms, you couldn't make this TikTok. So
Well,
it
yeah,
would be a goddamn shame.
Yeah, that's the thing I wrote down. No matter what's going on with her, she can always make a TikTok video. How
Thank
convenient.
God. Yeah.
How convenient is that?
I thought about standing up out of the recliner and going to lay in bed.
That seems like a lot of work.
No
Getting
dice.
Getting up out of the recliner and going to lay in bed. Let's see if she can pull it off. Let's see.
And I'm terrified of doing that. And so my body's in a freeze response because almost every single night, it doesn't matter when we take our nightly medicine, and it does not matter when we get into bed. It doesn't matter the length of time between any of those. Like, I could take my medicine and go to bed 4 hours later, or I could take my medicine and immediately go to bed. It doesn't matter. Every single night, it is the same.
Makes you wonder if it's all mental.
Mental illness can literally drive you crazy.
This person, I can't believe this exists in the world. And they're popular on TikTok for being this mentally ill.
Yeah, and has a community that supports her and is like, oh, me too. I was in a freeze response last week, and it was tough.
You know, I guarantee if an axe murderer walked through her door, she'd figure out a way to use her legs. You know what I mean? I think
she's like, damn it, this freeze response.
You know what she needs is some motivation. That's what this person needs. Again, too comfortable. That's the problem that we're experiencing in this world right now. People are way too fucking comfortable.
I'm an advocate of therapy and mental health and all that. There's something to what you're saying, though. You know? When someone gets to a certain point, maybe bring a staged axe murderer in.
Right. This is a person who doesn't have 2 mortgages. I can guarantee you that. I've never been like, I can't move my legs right now. It's like, no, I got to get some shit done today. All right. Let's go back to Arrow. Who's they, them. Let's see what Arrow's up to.
Hello, my name is Arrow, but you can call me confused because I genuinely have no fucking clue what this commenter is talking about. So I made a video yesterday, and you can click on the comment or down there to go watch that video. I'm gonna tell you what the video is about first, and then I'll read this comment because there's no connection between those two at all, and I'm genuinely so confused. So this video was a minute long of me eating my dinner, and I put some words up on the screen that said, "Hey friend, the world is really scary right now and it's hard to know who to trust. So let's just take a quiet moment together. Make sure you eat or drink something with calories today. You are emotionally safe here, and I pray for your physical safety as well. Stay as long as you need." And then the caption said,
I purposely sent her describing it. Because it sounds much more psychotic than just watching the video.
Oh.
Her describing it sounds crazy.
Totally agree. And I love the comment. This commenter is spot on right here.
Or drink something with calories today. You are emotionally safe here, and I pray for your physical safety as well. Stay as long as you need. And then the caption said, "You look amazing today." So nothing but calm and quiet support and encouragement. And then this commenter comes in and says this: "Women will post stuff like this and wonder why almost every society/culture had limited their rights, especially to vote."
Yes! Down with the 19th Amendment! I love this commenter. Yes!
They were bigots. The people making decisions lived with a solar. And they were like, we can't let these people vote.
Why would this person have the same say in our government as I do? They're like, yeah, of course not. We're not going to do that.
Buddy, did you comment that on the correct video?
Yeah, no, he nailed it.
For sure. Definitely.
The video where you're being crazy.
Yes.
Because I'm genuinely confused. Like, what is it about, let's take a quiet moment together, make sure you eat something with calories, you're emotionally safe here.
make sure you eat something with calories? You think that's productive information to give to people?
It's like this is like a middle-aged man saying, like, what about me leaving my wife for a 20-year-old and getting a sports car and wearing a leather jacket? Makes you think I'm having a midlife crisis. What
What do you
It's
mean?
Like, well, all the things you just said.
Right. We're watching it. That's why we think that. Yeah.
Here, I pray for your physical safety. You look amazing today. A person saying that means that they shouldn't have the right to vote? What the actual fuck? Like, what?
Okay. You're taking this too literally. I mean, women, listen, Saul, if you're watching this right now, this is why women should be seen and not heard. Okay. Your thoughts on this are a bit nuts. Relax.
So he wants to take away our right to speak?
Yes. If I could.
What the actual fuck? Also, since you're here, you are assuming that I am a woman based on body parts I have that you have not seen.
But the cat video.
Dude.
Remember you made the video about the cat.
Dude, this is insane. This is the craziest thing Solar has ever said right here. And that's saying something. Listen to this.
I am a woman based on body parts I have that you have not seen. That's creepy, that's weird, that's gross, that's predatory.
Someone sees this woman, assumes it's a woman, and that's predatory.
Yes.
This is why you shouldn't vote, Solar. You're nuts.
No, this commenter, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, all
yeah, right? It's
all the same guy.
Predator for this. Okay.
That makes me very uncomfortable. I am a non-binary person. You can use they, them pronouns for me. But regardless of...
Yeah, well, sometimes... We just saw Calico a second ago, or Calico or whatever, and that was a she, her.
And you said the thing about the cat with balls.
You look the same. Fuck. I can't keep up.
Gender identity or gender assigned at birth or sex characteristics, internal or external, encouraging someone in the middle of one of the worst natural disasters this country has ever seen makes you believe I shouldn't have the right to vote?
I would bet you she doesn't live in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Or North Carolina.
Right. Nowhere near where the devastation is happening, would be my guess, too. She doesn't have real problems in this world.
Again, what the actual fuck? Please come back here and explain this to me like I'm 5, because I have never been more confused about a hate comment. I
don't think you want anyone to explain something to you like you're 5. I would be happy to do that.
It is what Solar does to us, so maybe she does want that.
Yes.
Sincerely, genuinely hope I'm misinterpreting this, because my interpretation of your words is being encouraging in a moment of absolute disaster means I shouldn't have rights.
Yeah.
I need you to give me your logic for that, because I cannot find it.
Okay. Well,
you're being crazy.
Yeah, maybe just let one go. Maybe just see something and just let it go and don't comment on it. I have an idea. Rather than taking away the right to vote for all women, what if it's just people who don't have a sense of humor?
Or just Solar in this case.
Or just Solar. Yeah, obviously Solar. Maybe a few others we could think of.
Yeah, based on the party she votes for, she probably gets all 48 votes or whatever she needs to use. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. She's got 28 mail-in ballots that she's filling out as we speak right now. All right, this one came in from Robo Shitstain MK9000 in our subreddit.
It's everywhere. If I was white in a suit, you would stop.
All right, let me just set this up a little bit. This woman is filming this on an airplane. She's on a Frontier flight, I believe. And there's a woman going crazy because she left her phone back at the terminal, and she wants the plane to turn around so she can go back and get her phone.
Sure.
It's everywhere. If I was white in a suit, you would stop the fucking plane.
That's why I always wear my suit to the airport.
Smart.
Laugh now. I am the president of this whole goddamn country. Watch me see the fucking TV news.
Wait, what?
That's a damn bona fide word. Yes, I need to get off this plane. And I'm going to tell you straight up, don't you ever come against nobody because of their skin color again. You had enough time. I've seen Frontier do illegal stuff several times. I've been riding for the last 8 years. Don't.
I just want to point out this woman's acting like they're racist on Frontier Airlines. Most of the passengers are black on this airplane. So
she's also like, listen, I've seen you guys bend the rules once or twice before. Come on.
Right. Yeah, come on. Help me out.
Stuff several times I've been riding you for the last 8 years. Don't tell me. You had enough time to stop that telepilot.
Just have a lot of miles.
You just released him from the bank. I saw it out the window. I know it within my heart.
We called him, and as soon as everyone up there, we called him. We told him, but he is already on rapid communication. They were already starting to push his back rate is up.
That's a lie from the pit of hell. Where you get it from? Let me tell you what's your name. Cynthia, and your last name. Thank you. I am an affirmed sovereign ruler here in the government. 7 continents I own.
Wow.
Keep laughing. Watch your ass be right on the
I wasn't expecting people to laugh. That's good.
I know. You're just like, okay, this person's fucking crazy. That's fun.
They give her a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Nice job,
Just
ma'am.
for a nice proof of expedition. What comes around goes around. This time now. Keep laughing. Watch what happens. You'll be expired just like your battery on your watch.
All right, then she sits back down. I would hate to be the person sitting next to her.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine?
She's not going to shut up about it.
Oh, no, definitely not. How do you leave your phone in a terminal?
And not notice... Is the plane taking off?
The plane is flying. They're in the air.
Yeah, like, how do you not notice till the plane takes off?
Well, it sounds like she's been making a fuss about this for a little while, so
Fair,
I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Just in general, like, you're checking your pockets and everything when you get up.
Listen, I'm a guy who left my laptop out of the airplane, so maybe I shouldn't be talking.
Sure.
Let's talk about Dat Fan. Dat Fan is using social media in the ways that we all should be using social media.
Yeah.
Very important messaging going out. Even though there's not a lot of followers, not a lot of comments, it's still important messaging to get
Public
out there.
direct messaging
This is a direct message to.
Yes, public direct message. Right. He's DMing through a channel that's not a DM.
This is a direct message to my buddy Larry Venturino. He's a fellow producer. He also has a club out in Florida at Fort Myers.
A fellow producer. Dat Fan considers himself a producer now?
I'll tell you what that means.
Okay, what does he produce?
You familiar with the stand-up shows we watch, Dat Fan and Friends?
Of course.
That's what comedians that end up being successful don't really refer to it that way, but they're producing a comedy show.
Sure.
So it's a title he gives himself for us civilians to think, ooh, producer, Dat Fan. You've been up to a lot since last
Is that really what it is?
Yeah. He puts on a Zoom comedy show.
Okay.
And this also goes to a message to everybody that's in Florida. I hope everybody's doing okay and that you're just holding on. So I hope everything's going to work out okay for everybody. And once again, I know Larry Venturino and doing stand-up out there. Be safe, and I'll hopefully see everyone soon.
So in that heartfelt TikTok,
Yeah.
where he explains that he hopes people are doing okay through a storm, he's also showing video and images of a guy he knows who lives in that area. I have to tell you, Mike, I have friends who live in that area, and I did not make a video about it at all. I'm an asshole. I didn't even make a video addressing them directly.
You don't know a guy as great as Larry Venturino, though. That's
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe that's the reason
no one
why.
has touched you the way that Larry Venturino has touched so many. And Matt, what an empty, useless video from this empty, useless asshole.
Well, that was I was going to say when I said that he doesn't have any followers and no one's watching these videos.
Yeah.
When influencers do this sort of thing, and they say, I have a friend who's part of this thing, and I know there's other people who are suffering, they get so many positive responses that I guess it makes sense to that for them to do it because it's just like an outpouring of comments and likes and helps the algorithm. This gets nothing.
This is dreaming of being that.
Yes. This gets absolutely nothing from anyone. What's the point?
And it's worth nothing. Like,
Yes.
let's say someone comes across that video and is like, oh, well, the roof of my house just got ripped off.
Right.
But Dat Fan is wishing me well, so it's kind of a wash.
It's amazing. All right, let's see what else Dat Fan is up to on TikTok here.
Hey, this is Dat Fan. I'm here with my wife, and we're pumping out the cameos. So if you guys are curious about this tape, it's this holiday season all the way to the end of the year. I am taping a bunch of cameos on the side, and besides producing and doing stand-up and all that stuff. So if you want to go ahead and send something to somebody, just send me a cameo. I am on there as Dat Fan, and then I'll send you guys a cameo, like a happy birthday or anniversary or happy holidays or Merry Christmas or whatever it is. Happy Thanksgiving. Very exciting.
That is very exciting.
I was worried. I was like, oh, shit, he's not going to wish me a happy Thanksgiving. And then he added it at the end there. I was like, ooh, yay.
What's crazy about this, I can't believe this guy still thinks he's a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and he's like, hey, gang, get out there quick. Limited time only. I'm only going till the end of the year.
Mike, if not for you, I wouldn't know this guy existed.
Well, you're welcome.
I would have no idea. And this guy's just like, hey, good news, everyone. I'm on Cameo. And so I went to check his Cameo out. I'm sure you did too.
Yep.
And this is what his Cameo looks like. Well, I put it up on the screen. Do you know how much he's charging for a Cameo?
I was going to ask you how much he was charging.
All right, take a guess.
The right range is probably, I'm going to guess, he should be charging 20, probably 35.
It's 80.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's charging $80. Do you want to see an example? Do you want to see an example of a cameo?
I want to see it. You know I want to see it.
All right, this is his. It's called Roast. So here's an example of what you'll get if you hire him.
This is from John Rodriguez. This is Dat Fan from Last Comic Standing.
Oh.
Yes, this message is for you. I tell you.
Dat Fan from Last Comic Standing.
Oh.
In what millennium are we talking about?
The show has been off the air for 10 years.
Yes, right.
He was on 20 years ago.
Jesus, Dat.
And for Last Comic Standing, yes, this message is for you. I tell you this. From John Rodriguez, I got to tell you, from me to District 17 Arizona State Trooper of 2023, somebody who used to be a barista, you're taking these people to Ferdinand's. They're proud of you. I know I look, I'm Dat Fan, but I look like I'm a Jew right now. You know what I'm talking about, Jew? The uncle of Vietnamese people? Now, I want to tell you this. I wanted to wish you and also Mia and Ryu and Uma a happy new year. And congrats.
Remember,
who are these cunts, quite frankly?
This is a roast, remember, is the way this is labeled on Cameos. You can get a taste of how he really lays into you.
Oh, man.
When your buddy chalks up $80. So this is for a New Year's greeting. See where he goes from here.
Congratulations on everything. And I got to tell you this. My son Dat Fan, he's so proud of you. Especially you got to try to pronounce your name, Trooper Putamafong.
Greatest hits.
Is that Cambodian? Mui Pi Pai Pon Tram. Let's just call you P12 for initial, Mr. Barista State Trooper. Thank you for taking the people to my people's restaurant, Pho, in Arizona. Dat Fan out.
God.
Hey, this is
God rest his soul. Patrice O'Neill taught him nothing.
What do you think about that?
Try as he might have.
Jesus, he's still doing his mom's voice.
Oh,
he's not doing TikTok, but if you go on Cameo, give me $80. He'll do his mom's voice for you.
Dad, why are you charging $80? He ruined everything I was going to say. I was going to say, guys, you know what to do. Flood Dat with cameos. We'll have fun with him. He'll make a few bucks. But do not pay $80 to this cunt.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you can if you want to and send it to us. We will play them. But that seems like too much.
Well, luckily, do you have the other video I sent?
I do, yes.
Because for some reason, and by the way, I'd be so mad if I paid $80 to this prick and he just posted it on his TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, he's doing much like he sent a direct message via TikTok. He's also sending cameos via TikTok. He doesn't understand how any of this works.
Yeah, and check this out.
Hey, this is Dat Fan from Last Comic Standing, and I also want to wish Sarah again greetings to you. I know you're trying really hard as an influencer, and you're a singer-songwriter, which is one of my favorite things, and you're spreading a lot of...
I know. You're a singer-songwriter, which is one of my favorite things. It's no one's favorite thing. What are you talking about?
These are a few of Dat's favorite things.
It's obnoxious. Anyone who comes to the singer-songwriter and go fuck themselves.
And you're spreading a lot of positive messages out there. I can see that you're getting some success out there. Hopefully you have continued success, and hopefully we could work together someday, and you could perform right here at Dat Fan Studios here in Los Angeles, California.
Who would want to perform at Dat Fan Studios?
Maybe one day. I like that he says, hey, maybe one day.
Maybe one day you could be here. In
Young
Dad
lady-
Fan Studios, you're just like, who cares about that? He's like, in Los Angeles, California. Oh,
If
Hollywood. Now I
if
get it.
everything breaks right for you, Sarah, if you hit all green lights for the rest of your days, you'll be in Dat Fan Studios.
It's California. All right. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what you got.
Hey, this is Dad Fan.
I suspect those
sucks.
aren't real people, by the way.
Oh,
I suspect
interesting.
Sarah is not real.
And the
That's my
other
guess.
cameo things probably aren't real either.
Yeah.
He's just trying to, put a $5 or 20 in the tip jar to make you think other patrons are coming in and going, oh, this guy's worth it.
Who in their right mind would say, you know what my daughters want for New Year's is a message from 21 years ago, last comic standing winner, Dat Fan.
Who could forget? Wow, Dad, you really know me well. Thanks.
No, he beat Ralphie May.
Yes. No, we went to the tour. I remember, Dad. Thank you. No, he's fantastic. I did his mom's voice for 10 minutes. It was great. We saw it. All right, you ready to check in on Woke Dad?
I always am.
Sitting in my mobile coffee shop,
Making videos about my transvestite children for TikTok.
All right, he's sitting in his art studio, and he's got some bad news. This is somber Dan right now, but I think that we can all probably help him out. Let's find out how.
So this is my art studio, and I've poured.
Wow, we get to see the entire room right now. It looks exactly the same as how it's looked since the beginning of him making these videos. He's still got his Protect Trans Kids painting that he did. He's the only one who makes art in the studio. But, all right, let's see what he has to say.
I've poured everything into it. I've been working 40 hours a week in my small business, and I've been doing this for at least 30 hours a week, if not 40 or 50 or sometimes more. It's not uncommon to see me working on renovations for.
When you
14
factor in
hours.
sleep, I don't even know if that adds up right.
Well, also, I get annoyed with this because he's like, I put so much work into this. Like, what are you doing? You're
Right.
making zero progress. It's just you're just doing busy work. I know he painted that dresser that one time. That's neat.
Yeah, if he was my contractor, I would have a real bone to pick with him.
Yeah, right. I'm not seeing any progress here, Dan. What are you doing with your time?
To see me working on renovations for a 14-hour weekend day. I've been doing a lot of work to make sure that I can open this space and support a lot of kids in vulnerable communities. And what I mean by vulnerable communities
we know
are kids with disabilities,
Oh.
kids who belong to communities.
Kids with disabilities was the first one, though, Mike. That's exciting.
We moved to the top of the list.
All right, we're not kids, but
that are traditionally marginalized, like the Black community,
sure,
the trans community,
Trans
the LGBTQIA community as a whole.
Yep, right.
And I'm taking this almost 200-year-old carriage house that once was a 3-bedroom house, and I'm turning it into something special, which is an art studio, a place where a lot of people can just come and create,
Feel
and
safe,
feel,
and they won't kill themselves.
and
this is so insane. I wish you would have told us about this art studio before, Dan. Can I help?
I continue to keep working hard, but as of lately, my piggy bank's been empty. So I'm working on the things that I can work on when I need to, but I'm coming up on needing heat soon. And behind me, there's a pellet stove.
I'm surprised he's not shivering for us.
Oh, you're right. That's what he should have been doing. He's been chattering his teeth a little bit. Winter is coming, everyone. Things are dire here at the art studio.
Stove. It's the only source of heat I have right now. It's not working. And it's been weighing on me. It's been weighing on me pretty heavily because I want to get a boiler put in, but that's so expensive. That's $5,000, $6,000, $7,000.
He has a snow machine above him.
Yeah, right. That'd be funny.
Oh no, it's coming sooner than I thought.
It's almost like this idiot shouldn't have bought a 200-year-old house that doesn't have heat in it. I mean, I've been saying this for a while. When he realized the boiler didn't work and you need to invest $10,000 in a new one, you didn't bring an inspector in before you purchased this property? Isn't that the first thing you do? Is like, could we assess the value of this and make sure it's worth this purchase? He's just like, yeah, it's a house. Looks good. All right, let's get it.
I get an idea, Daniel. Why not just invite people to your house?
There you go.
You know?
You probably have heat in your house, right?
Yeah.
People
And
can't.
You
can't sit
want
at the
all these
easel?
people to have a safe place. These are
Right.
this is your community. You want to welcome them. They're like family to you, basically. Just invite them over. Let them
That's a good
paint
point.
in the garage.
That's a good point. This is not a big room that we're looking at. I'm sure he has a bigger room in his house.
Right.
It's $1,000 just for the propane lines. So it's so been weighing on me. I'm just going to repair this pellet stove and just use this temporarily until I can finish some more of the renovations and save up enough money for a new boiler. Well, someone just donated $600. And I know that's not $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000.
Jesus, just be thankful. $600 is a lot. What an asshole. Someone give me $600 and I realize that's not $6,000.
I know it's just a fraction of what I need.
What an asshole.
$600 is half of a brand new pellet stove, or possibly all of the parts that I need to repair this once I tear it apart.
So interesting psychologically that he says half.
Right.
You know?
He has to make it clear. It's not enough.
Yeah.
It's certainly not enough, guys. Keep it coming. It's like the goal.
I'm all out of porridge.
It's great.
And the kindness of strangers never ceases to amaze me. This place has an energy of its own, and it's going to be amazing. Thanks to people like you.
Now, the word grift is bandied about a lot these days.
Sure.
I have to say. A lot of people call like people who go on YouTube and ask for super chats as grifters.
Yeah.
As
Maybe
if they're not
overused, you might say.
Yeah, as if they're not providing a service and it's people enjoy participating in the show. This guy is such a fucking grifter with this place. He's been going on for years now with his art studio that I can't wait when this thing actually opens. It won't. And no one gives a fuck. He can't get a single trans kid in that place. They don't need to go to this art studio to paint. They can do it at home. It's fine.
I wonder if it'll ever open.
That's what I mean. I don't think it will.
But I guess what I'm saying is I don't think this is a place he plans on opening. My new theory is we're the only ones looking at this cynically, it seems. I don't think he has a lot of people following him that are like, well, it's been a fucking year with this art studio. You know what I mean? So I think he thinks he can get away with just continuing to ask for money forever. And people will donate to some GoFundMe where the goal is $150,000.
He started 2 GoFundMes already.
He'll set another one this year.
Right. He'll just keep creating GoFundMes and get a whole new crop of people thinking that this is actually going to happen. It's not.
And he'll get like $6,000 at a time, you know, which is it's a decent grift. It's not going to hold him for the whole year, but it's not bad.
This is crazy. He talks about how this is a place where the trans community can come to heal.
Yeah.
In that video, is it like a 15-year-old just had a mastectomy? What does he mean they come to heal?
And as a blind person, like I wouldn't want to be looked at like, hey, go sit with the black kids because you guys have the same experience. It's like, what? What does that mean?
Hey, Mike, you can't see real good? All right, so there's a boy who thinks he's a girl. And there's a basketball playing American.
And the black kids and the gay kids would look at me and be like, what do I have in common with this ass?
Right. You're not safe from the white kids. Do you not realize that? The white kids want to murder you.
I'm helping you here.
We have to save you from all the white kids. Take that thick boy hat off. You don't understand what you're doing.
I do have to say, combing through Daniel Alexander clips this week was pulling teeth.
Yeah,
because
it's
it is all Trump and Kamala. Trump and Kamala.
Oh,
Trump and Kamala.
I'm very mad that he's not having any interesting conversation with customers anymore.
I know.
That seems to have gone away completely. He's never like, wow, you guys won't believe what just happened. None of that. It's all just, if you don't vote for Kamala, the world's going to end.
2 weeks before this election is the time I would believe some of these conversations where people are like kind of on edge with it. You know what I mean? Like, I would imagine tensions are high in the country right now. Maybe someone would say like, hey, I hope you take these stickers down when Trump wins or whatever the fuck.
Right. Nope. No conversation. Now that we've called him out, these conversations are fake. All of a sudden, he's realized he can't keep going on with that grift.
It's too bad.
And I just want to remind everyone that my life mission, because I live in the same state as Dan, is to counter every vote he ever puts in. I'm just going to vote the opposite of everything he votes for to make it moot. All right. Let's find out. Let's learn about biology now, shall we?
Hey, that's Ellie you're talking about. And I don't know if you know this about Ellie, but I'm pretty protective of her and her mommies because they're pretty special people.
Oh.
And they love her so freaking much.
So now he's responding to comments on other videos that have nothing to do with him. He's desperate for attention. And so he's responding to a comment on a different video that says, didn't get that little girl without the help of a man. So it's a girl who has two moms. And so someone's just like, just so you know, two moms can't have a girl. Whatever. I don't know why anyone indulges in any of this. So
Yeah, the
stupid.
person's being an asshole. But
Right,
whatever.
right. And for some reason, he feels the need to respond to this.
This is the type of video that was made whenever whoever came up with the term white knight first.
Yes.
They were watching something like this happen, where he gallops in out of nowhere. And by the way, it is so pandering. Like when I was a kid, I'm, again, a disabled kid. If someone would say, hey, that's Mike's mommy, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Why are you talking about it like this?
Yes. This is a perfect example. I said this earlier. This is a perfect example of a comment where you don't need to respond to it. Just don't even give it an error. There's no reason for it at all.
Yes.
There's going to be people who write things that you don't agree with on the internet. It happens.
And your interjection into their life, your comment here, it's not welcome because it's trying to make them feel bad. It's trying to make them look less than. It's trying to degrade them, and that's not okay.
You're a fucking crazy person, Dan. You are a crazy person.
Not how people treat other people. If you truly think that they didn't understand that a sperm had something to do with Ellie, then, well, everybody knows that, yes. But a single cell doesn't make a child, and a single cell doesn't make a human, and a single cell doesn't raise a child. So that single sperm cell that had a portion...
It takes a village of cells, I'm pretty sure, to raise a child.
...to do with Ellie, well, that's not half as important. Not a third is important. Barely a speck of as important.
Not even a fourth, not a fifth, not a sixth, not 1/7, not 1/8.
Important as the love that her mamas give her. Maybe you should think about who loves a person instead of what made a person, and maybe it'd make you a better person. Just saying.
Ugh, what a dork.
Just saying.
Just saying.
And were these women like, oh my God, thank you so much, Daniel. That man was harassing us.
No. No one needs him to stick up for them. He's a dork. He's a douchebag.
And it's the easiest cause. It's like, yeah, no, those are her moms. We all agree with you.
Yeah,
It's
we get
fine.
it. We
It's not a
understand.
big deal.
All right, so this one you sent me with the note. Did we play this?
I forgot you played it last week.
We
I'm
did
sorry.
play this last week when Casey Day was on.
Yes.
But I'm glad you brought it on. We actually played the Woke Dad version of it. So there's another channel called Woke Dad. This is the Shoe Fits, the guy that Mike coined the name, the moniker Woke Dad. And so we play this from Woke Dad's account, but this is the original video. And I want to play it, not the whole thing, but I want to play it again for a specific reason.
I just had something happen that reminded me of something that happened to me as a kid.
And this is the one where he's got some moisture under his eye. It looked like he put like a little water under his eye. Maybe like he was crying before he started this video.
And it was me and my mom and my sister. We were at a grocery store and just trying to get some food. And Mom couldn't pay. She didn't have enough money to pay. So we weren't able to eat that food. We didn't have that food to eat.
So when we played this with Casey Day last week, I pointed out how stupid this is. That someone would go up in a grocery store with all this food and then be like, oh, I don't have the money to pay for that. Like, that's just not how things work. Like, sometimes maybe you're a little short or whatever.
That's a fair point. Even if you're poor, you're aware you're poor.
Yeah, right. You don't just like bring a bunch of groceries up and then just like, oh, you're going to charge me full price for all these? Like, yeah.
I'm so sorry, sir. These cost money. I guess
So-
I'll put them all back.
Mark from Ticklaw pointed out, this story is directly lifted from the movie Terms of Endearment. Deborah Winger is the mom and she's got her kids there and they're like, oh, you got to put stuff back. She's like, oh, and then she's like picking what things to put back. And then the kid's upset the candy bar's gone and then she has to grab another candy bar. And John Lithgow is standing behind her and people are like getting out of the line because they're annoyed with her. And John Lithgow's like, let me just pay for it. And that's where he lifted the story from. I'd play the clip, but I don't want to get taken down off of YouTube for doing that.
I can't believe he didn't make himself the John Lithgow of the story.
He did.
I can't believe. No, he's the kid, right?
No. So he starts with this talking about when he was a kid, this happened to him.
Oh, and then he does it for
and then
someone
he
else.
does it for someone because he watched this happen.
There.
Right.
He got there.
He got there. He
Thank
figured
God.
it out.
That wasn't the Daniel that I know. All right, good.
Yeah. I paused it because we've heard this before. But yes, the pay it forward thing where it's like everyone needs to be this white. And this is the thing I talked about this last week, but it's so annoying to me that he does this at his coffee shop, the pay it forward thing, where it's like the person goes, hey, also I got the people behind me. And so those people come up and they're like, hey, that guy got your drinks. They're like, okay, well then let me pay for the person behind me. And so it's just like this cyclical thing that's like not solving anyone's problems or doing anything. You're just paying less or more than you would have paid because you're constantly paying something anyway.
It'd be great if next week he's like, that was the thing in my neighborhood. We were good fellas. Just, now that he can't make up stories because we call him on it, he quotes movies.
Yeah. Seriously, just so there I was in a coliseum and there's a tiger coming at me. And the king, he didn't want me to survive. I was a gladiator back then, guys. That's my point. All right. I have one more video on here that is from Woke Dad, the Woke Dad TikTok channel. And this is hilarious.
Got my first unalive yourself comment.
I want to be perfectly clear.
Okay, so this is Woke Dad showing another TikToker, and this is like a gay kid or non-binary something.
Can I make a guess? Would you mind?
Oh, please.
He's going to be pro unaliving themselves.
No.
This kid should have done it, and guys, keep encouraging them.
Mike, I don't think you're even paying attention out here. I don't think you're understanding what Woke Dad's all about. He sticks up for the little guy.
Oh,
he doesn't like comments like that.
I don't buy it. Roll the tape.
All right, let's check it out.
Got my first unalive yourself comment.
I want to be perfectly clear. This is Billy. Billy is my friend. What you did to Billy is the fuck around part. And I'm the find out part.
Okay. So this is great. This is tough guy Dan Alexander. Fuck around and find out. I know. Isn't this incredible? I love this. So, Mike, I'll ask you, I'll put in a bold prediction. What do you think is going to be the find out part of the fuck around and find out with Woke Dad?
Let me think here. Let me think like Daniel.
Yeah, good luck.
We're going to find out. It's going to be some very obvious explanation about why kids shouldn't kill themselves, I suspect.
Well, it's worse than that. Let's check it out.
Now, the way that I do things is a little bit different because if you're that person who decided to make that comment, you are so insignificant that none of us even care you exist. The person
but I'm
that
responding to you
exists
anyways.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, no one asked you to respond. And also, we don't even know if that exists. We just saw a video of a kid saying that it happened.
No one would know about it.
Right. Okay. So let's find out.
The person that we care exists is Billy. And we're going to drown out your hate with so much love to Billy because Billy is amazing and deserves to feel loved. You are a speck of dirt on this universe, and you don't deserve to feel any of the attention we're going to give to Billy. So
it really takes away from the
if
tough
you care
guy
about
act when your
Billy,
voice quivers.
If you're a friend of mine, please go show him some love. He deserves it.
So that was his find out. He's going to give positive attention to Billy, and this person who told him to unalive himself will get zero positive attention.
No, I imagine the commenter going, "No, Daniel, be my father figure."
Is that incredible? That's what he thinks. That's how you treat dogs. Like, if you want to punish a dog, you give attention to the good dog and not to the other dog. They go, whoa, what the fuck? He's treating commenters on TikTok like this.
I'm the find out part is a line that John Cena should say to a high
Right.
school bully in a movie.
Right.
You know? like defending some defenseless kid. Not Daniel Alexander.
Not Daniel Alexander with this, yeah, you know what we're going to do now? We're going to show love to that kid you don't like. Okay, fine. I don't care.
Damn it!
I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want.
That was the opposite. I wanted him to kill himself.
Why would I care if you did that?
Yay, super chats.
Audiophile America, $5 says Anthony Cumia's black friend Alter tweeted all that stuff. It's cool.
That's fair.
Can't remember what we were talking about. I Come Buckets $2 says, where's Keat? Trying to fill a bucket for Cardiff. No Keat today.
No.
She is a very attractive Tourette's girl, though. I will
Mhm.
give you that. We should get a subreddit for her, if you know what I mean. Rocco Orby 2002, $2 says, Dat Fan and Matarese should have a lame off. How would you determine the winner of a lame off?
Ooh, who's worse? I think I might go with that fan.
Interesting. Yeah. Joe Matarese actually knows how to do a comedy set.
He's a
just
better
bad at it.
stand-up. And I say that as an insult to that fan.
Correct. Yes. We're not complimenting Joe Matarese,
No,
unless anyone thinks
certainly not.
otherwise. I am excited. We talked about this at WATP. I have a listener to the show who has volunteered to sign up for Joe Matarese's comedy classes and report back to us on how it goes. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
I can't wait.
Yes, same here. That'll be fun. We got a voicemail that came in. I think it's commenting on our last episode.
Hey, Carl, I listened to Who Are These Socials. I just wanted to respond to that guy who gave you a super chat saying you should get Hack Ride instead of Casey Day. Yeah, that guy can go fuck himself. Hack Ride is unbearable.
Okay.
Casey Day, much better. I agree.
Yeah. That wasn't the sentiment that I was getting from people, but I agree with that as well. I also agree that everyone should go to blindmike.net the next time they're on a computer or a internet-connected device.
Yes, we just put up Legion of Skanks versus Matt and Shane with our boy Big J acting like a real baby during that basketball saga. So that's the latest free episode up on Patreon and up for YouTube members right now. Big stars I got. Kirk Minahan and Jeff D. Lowe graced me with their presence on Why You Laughing. And I always say the real benefit of those episodes, no Craig. So
nice.
It's a real double whammy. And we talked about Saturday Night, the new SNL movie that's in theaters right now. So check that out, and that'll be out free next week. You can get it early if you're a member, and we will be back live Sunday at 10 a.m. Back to our normal time for the foreseeable future. Sorry for being off this week, but we're back, baby. And blindmike.net is where all those links are. Oh, and tomorrow we isolated the clip of, it's already on YouTube if you want to go find it, but we're putting out just the clip of me and Casey Day talking about Rob Saul's desire for dogs.
Yes.
Because I found that very funny. I legitimately think there's something there now. I didn't before, and now I do. So go watch that clip as well.
I agree with you. I agree. The fact that he's making out with his dog, and even Stuttering John, who's the dumbest person in the world, is like, why would you do that? This is what everyone's talking about.
The fact that he's gotten so defensive about it makes me think like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. And then I saw that video of him jerking his dog off to completion. I was like, why are you doing that?
Well, that's something. Yeah, that's a smoking gun, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so. I want to thank you for not doing Blind Mike Project this past Sunday, because I was on United States of Australia live at 10 a.m.
nice.
Eastern and got to talk to my friends over there.
My competition.
Yes. We talked all about, we talked about a lot of things. I made fun of their show because they asked me to do that. They asked me to come on and do a WATP of their show. And of course, we talked about Steel Toe. We talked some sports. So that was a fun episode. You can check that out wherever you, on YouTube. I guess it's not wherever. It's on YouTube. United States of Australia.
Just go out on the street and look for it.
Right, yeah. It's not going to be like at Sears. I don't know why I would say wherever. But I would like to recommend people go to whoarethese.com. That's where you find all things Who Are These podcasts. And if you want to support the channel and the show, we appreciate that. Patreon.com/Who Are These podcasts. 2 bonus episodes every single month. We change it up. We have a lot of different fun bonus episodes. And when you sign up for it, you get the entire back catalog as well. All of the Why Are You Laughing episodes. We went through Stuttering John's book. Mike and I are currently doing crossovers.
All the Why You Laughing episodes.
Oh, shit. I said, why are you laughing? Thank you for correcting
I was like,
me.
John, I'm on board now. He's posting my content.
Easy for you to say. Easy for you to say is what I should have said. Easy for me to say. We go through all of Stuttering John's book. And, of course, Mike and I are going through Julia Fox's audiobook on our crossover events, Blind Mike Project and Who Are These podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for supporting the show. Thanks for listening. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Who Are These socials? It'll be there. Shows up every Friday. And if you're listening to this, check us out on YouTube. It's on the Who Are These podcasts YouTube channel. It's live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Sorry we went long. I know there's sports on I know there's other things you could be doing. So
We
we
appreciate
appreciate it, everyone.
Have the day you deserve.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials?
I'm the one who should apologize. Folks, what you were about to see is real.
With Carl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who could have thought of that?